Okay.
Works for me.
Oh my God. Where is everybody?
I don't know.
I'm really shocked though because I haven't streamed in so long. I thought everybody would be running over here. So
Yeah,
maybe it's a good thing I'm not streaming and maybe nobody cares anymore.
that could be. I
It's
doubt it, but
fine.
that could
I
be.
can take it. I can take it. It's fine. So Deb, how was your day?
Oh, long. Like I said, it was like couldn't get to work. Uh, did I tell you what happened with that?
No.
Oh, had car issues. Couldn't get to work. I'm not gonna be able
Oh,
to go to work tomorrow.
what's
So
wrong with your car?
we have no idea yet. Oh, there's somebody. I care.
Oh, hi, Tubian. You're a sweetheart. You just like to flirt with me, but we always flirt. It's okay.
Well, you are a bit of a flirt there, Beck.
Yeah, I flirt with people. It's okay.
A
I flirt
lot.
with Sammy too, 420 atheist.
Oh, well, that doesn't
I've been
surprise me.
I've
Like
been
I
flirting
said,
with Sammy for 3 fucking years now.
you flirt a
Telling him
lot.
I'm gonna like bend him over and spank him, and he's like, "Ooh," you know.
So yeah, I'm having some car trouble, and I don't know if I'm because I didn't hear anything back from the shop, so I don't know if I'm going to make it in tomorrow. What the f we're going to do?
Do you know what's
But
wrong with it?
no idea, no idea.
Mm. What did it
Wouldn't
do?
just wouldn't start first off, and then it
No
so
power at all?
none. So I thought it was the battery. So I tried to. I have one of those things you can charge the battery. That wasn't it. Um, and plus I noticed last night like a what you call it light went on. Maintenance light went on.
Engine?
Engine
Oh,
light, yeah.
maintenance light.
So maybe it's something I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow. See what it is.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
If your
So then,
battery's okay, it could be your starter or solenoid, but you get power to the dash. And
yeah,
if you're
that's
getting
why I
no
don't know.
power to the dash,
Mhm.
then it almost sounds like your ignition switch is fucked up.
Oh, that's just fucking wonderful.
Oh no, that's cheap.
Is it?
No, that's probably the best thing it could be.
Okay.
It's right in you just open up the steering wheel. It's right
Mm,
there.
okay.
It's a little thing that makes it sends the signal to say, "Hey, turn on."
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I didn't
So,
get to go see Bippin, and I've already been out. Like, I was out for the last 3 days of the week because of my
3 days,
flare.
yeah.
And then, well, I did get my doctor's appointment. I got the other calls I needed to make, and I officially set up my OF and wrote my wrote my thing for tonight. So it's busy.
Well, that was productive.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, I
Yep.
had to
Yep.
run. I was running out. I only have one allergy pill left,
Oh, she had to
and
go
I
get some
I
allergy.
really don't want to be around my cats without allergy pills.
I think that's I think that's
So
probably
I had looked the last 2 times I was at the Dollar Tree, and I didn't see them because at the Dollar Tree it's the same shit they have on the shelf at the drugstore, and it's $1.25 now. They raised
oh
it
really
25 cents.
oh wow
It's $1.25 versus $24.
uh,
So I'm not willing to pay that price for Claritin.
hi Kira
Hi Kira. What the
um
hell is those symbols?
so
I don't, what is that first one?
I don't know, looks like
I don't
rain
know
or
either.
like a beaker of some kind.
Kiss, smoke, bong. Oh, you're taking bong hits. Nice. Okay.
um Tubin, did I just read that correctly? Did you just subscribe to my channel? Because if so, thank you. I just know if it was me or you.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I'm at
Subscribe to
100.
her. We're just trying to get her to 100.
I'm already over 100. I got 125 now.
Shut up. Do you?
Yeah, yeah, I do. I'm so excited about it. It's not
Okay,
even
we're just
funny.
trying to get her to 150.
Hey, Jenna.
Jenna. What kind of face is that?
Uh,
Renee.
hello, Renee.
The $1.25
Five
tree.
three.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Tubin. I
No,
appreciate
hey,
it.
a lot of things are still $1 in there though. Most of the store is still $1, but they mark the sections usually. The problem they have is that people come in there and just destroy everything, and you don't know what the price is because it's never in front of its label.
Yeah, she did the 100 subscription stream, sub stream
Yeah,
for
I
me.
know.
Uh-huh.
My mind's not right lately. I'm sorry, ladies.
What was I going to say to somebody? Oh, yeah, you know, at our Dollar Tree now, it's the $1.25 250, 3, 4, and 5 and above. That's literally how they have the store sectioned off. I'm like,
Yeah, that's
okay,
pretty
okay.
much. But most of the food and stuff is still $1 or $1.25. So
See, that's where we
still
see
better
them.
than $3 or $4 at the store. I'll pay an extra quarter. It's still way cheaper. I don't give a
Oh,
fuck.
absolutely. After party, where's the actual party?
You know, I don't
Nice,
know why
Maya.
they call it.
Nice.
I told Deb we need to start calling it like an after stream, but then it sounded kind of like the drip after you pee. So I didn't want to call it that. So, but if you guys have a better name, please help me because I don't really like after party after a serious stream. Post
No,
stream
yeah,
hangout. Nope,
no.
still sounds like a drip.
How about just the after show? That's not a bad idea, Jenna. Could be the after show.
Could be the after show.
Yeah, because we all
Could
need
be,
to
could
hang
be.
out and laugh after the subject I just put on tonight. It was pretty heavy.
I like seeing your face too. It was nice talking to you last night. They did a stream with Oz did a stream with Knock, and then they went on Discord afterwards, and I joined them. We all sat there and talked for a little bit. It was pretty good. It was a good conversation.
Oh, it's Maya. It's actually after my show, Real Talk with. Let's get
Let's
real
get
about
real
mental health.
about mental health with Mama Deb
Sorry. Oh, hey,
on Mama
Mage.
Deb's channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Mage. Welcome, welcome. $1.25 tree.
Isn't that
Was good
funny? I
shit.
thought that was funny.
Yeah, she cracked me up with that one. She
Oh.
got me on that one.
Yeah, actually, I've been listening to some of Oz's music. I think it's his music that he makes, right? It's his,
Mhm.
right? Or is he actually producing for somebody? Because either way, I like it. So
Oh, well, no, he does. He has his own stuff coming out. He's got an album that just released and
yeah,
everything
okay,
on, I think it
that's
was October 30th. I think. Um, so that's cool. But hold on, what the fuck was that? There we go. Yeah, no, and then when he's playing around, like at night when he's playing stuff, he's doing all that. He's just taking little snippets and playing with it. And sometimes he'll do like
oh,
old
okay,
rock. You'll hear him do like Michael Jackson and shit. And then
sweet.
sometimes he's doing hip hop and sometimes he's doing other. Yeah, he just plays with everything.
That's really cool. That's why I like it because
And
that's what it
really,
sounds like.
he's into the hip hop stuff. He does the rest for people like me who isn't really. But I like what he does with the music. So I like listening to him. Like I'll
Yeah,
listen to him at night before I go to sleep.
oh wow.
If he's on, yeah, because he'll play it. He'll start at like 10, 11 o'clock at night and plays till like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. So
Yeah, Maya is actually was a very serious talk because we're talking about gaslighting, and I opened up about some of my experience with gaslighting and where it led and all that good stuff. So it's pretty
yeah,
pretty harsh, pretty hard topic. But I
yep.
have yet to find a mental health disorder that is fun to talk about. It's just a necessary talk.
Yeah, none of it's fun, right? I had a guy tell me I was too skinny, or no, I was overweight and I need to lose weight. I was too chubby.
Mm, okay.
At the time I was about 137 pounds, 100
Yeah.
maybe 140 at 5'6" and a half.
Yeah.
So I lost a bunch of weight, and then he got shitty with me and said that I was so scrawny that nobody would want me. So
Oh, see,
I'm just stuck with him.
total gaslighting. Total gaslighting.
Yeah, I left that motherfucker about a month later. Not before he beat me up,
Yeah.
but yeah, but I left him eventually. Took me 3 days to get out of the house, but whatever.
Yeah, Maya,
We
that's
do,
actually
Maya. I tried so hard, and people just didn't want to come on and talk about it.
And that's
So
exactly why I started the channel that I started is that so that we can get helpful hints and tricks and uh our stories out there so people like well a won't feel alone and maybe they'll take something you did and it'll change the way they're dealing with things and it'll make their life a little bit better because that's the whole
you know,
point of it.
are you have you you've like didn't you interview one or two people about certain stuff?
I did
Or
I
3
interviewed
people now.
I think 3 or 4 people now I've interviewed.
Okay.
Yeah. um SR came on. No, yeah, SR
That's
came
right.
on,
SR,
talked
you
about
had LF.
gaslighting. I had LF on about cult leaders. BB
Did
was
Ben?
on for schizo.
Oh,
Yes.
BB did. That's right.
I don't think Ben actually has been on my channel yet. And then somebody else came on and talked about I can't remember who it was now.
What were
Yeah.
you talking about? Do
I,
you remember?
Not off the top of my head.
Oh my God.
What an
Seriously, Jerk.
ass, Jerk. What an ass.
Oh my God.
What an
It
ass.
doesn't count. It doesn't count. God, that's, let me guess, cis het guy, right? Okay, anyways.
Yeah, I think.
What do you mean, no offense? Oh, about, no, I'm not offended. No, you're absolutely fine. Hello, Monsieur Chaos. How are you? Weight standards are different for men, so enjoy that. Yeah, it's
No,
true.
they definitely are. They definitely are. I mean, you know,
yeah,
like,
if a guy, by the time, let's say a guy gets to like, he's between 16 and 20 years old, and he's kind of tall, you know, he's tall for his age, or just tall in general for the people around him, and he's overweight, he's a big boy. He always just a big boy.
Yeah.
But if it's a woman,
they're fat.
they're fat.
Yeah.
They're overweight, and they don't take care of themselves.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the standards are totally different. That's,
Yeah.
I can get away with this belly now. I don't hide it anymore. It's just a dad belly. Fuck it.
Yeah, you got a dad bod.
I can do whatever I want now. People don't look at me funny anymore. Just slap down them boobs so nobody can see them, and it's all over with.
French is my third.
Oh, wee.
How many languages do you speak?
Well, he said third.
Well, that could be
so
the
at
third
least
one
3.
he learned.
At least 3. Well, English is kind of a given, because those of us we're talking about were all born and raised here and we have grew up with English.
Hey, Ox. Maya, you're absolutely right. That's exactly what we were put on this planet to do, is to appease what men, you know, the hell with anything else. See,
Yeah,
he has 3.5, not just 3.5.
That's right, damn it. And I expect my fucking white male privilege to kick in with all you ladies. So that shit needs to start. I'm just saying.
Hey, Beck, you can kiss my ass. You can kiss my ass.
You know I'm not like that anyway.
I know you're not. That's why I said it.
I'm the biggest fucking teddy bear, pussy, whatever you need, baby. Oh, I take care of women. I'm way too nice. That's why I said I'm never doing it again. I'm done with it. I'm tired of being the fool. You know? Feel like the fool.
Oh, gosh. So
making that sandwich now, sir. Ooh, Maya, how you doing, baby?
Nice.
I know where Maryland is. I even know what major city you're in. So watch it. I will find you. I'll go around telling everybody, no, she's this hot black chick. She's about this tall. She's got long hair, really like smart alecky, and will tell you to fuck off. And they'll go, oh, she lives right down the street. Because Maya will tell you to fuck off. I love her for it. So it's okay.
I love her too for that then. I think it's something women should do more often.
Oh, Maya.
You know, they can come in, can't they? To sit with us?
Yeah, I gave them the link.
Okay.
I put the link in there. Yeah. A third African, genealogically speaking. Maya said that's half my town. Go to every other door. Some guy's got a woman like that. Go ahead, find her. Knock on 3, you'll find at least 1, if not 2.
So y'all, if you want to come in and join us on stream, please
you're
put
welcome.
it in the comments.
Somewhere.
You could probably put it in there again. It'd take him like a nanosecond.
Oh, it's like way up there. Whatever, chaos. He said, I'll give you my digits to Maya.
Oh, goodness sake.
You ain't got a chance in hell. Maya's mad at all men right now, so don't even try. I can get away with it because I've been flirting with Maya for 3 years now, so it's like old school. It's actually longer than 3 years now, I think. Oh, wait a minute. What's this? Watching the case of the missing little boy Michael Vaughn and his YouTube dude Jonathan Lee Riches has been poking his nose into it. And this YouTube dude. Okay. Turns out he's full-blown nuts. Wait a minute. Michael Vaughn's full-blown nuts, or the guy that was poking his nose into it is full-blown nuts? You mean Jonathan Lee Rich? You know how I know he's full-blown nuts? He's got 3 fucking names he goes by. Everybody that has 3 fucking names that they use like that, they're all fucking crazy. I swear to God. You go into a small town and go find a girl named Bobby Lee Jones or Bobby Lee anything, she's fucking crazy. Yeah, we're 60% black, and a lot of the women of any color are a little sassy. That's true.
You're right. There are no crazy people on freaking YouTube at all. None.
Nobody. Hi, Mage.
Hey, Mage.
How are you?
Long day.
Yeah.
Same. I went out into like public today and had to shop.
Oh, yeah, I did that.
It's so depressing.
Right.
I hate being around people.
Yeah.
This is like my max people thing. I want to do it just over online.
Yeah. Couldn't seem to get anything to work out today.
Oh, Renee, I think I know exactly most frivolous lawsuits. Yes. Okay, I think I know who you're talking about now.
Serious?
I hate public.
See if,
Me too, Maya.
let's see if Mr. Chaos has a good enough signal here. Me too, Maya.
Yeah.
Me too.
Well,
even though when I go out in public, people are nice to me, but the problem I have is I know that if I became a friend with one of them, they would just use me and hurt me because that's what happens through my entire life. And I'm just fucking done with it. And I don't want to date anybody because people do that. Every time I date them, they use me. Oh, I love you, blah, blah, blah. No, that's an orgasm. I wish they just quit telling me I love you because I made them come a lot. Like, seriously, just stop it. Because then I think you're serious, and then I start, oh, I'm going to love you too, honey. Oh,
wait,
it's been 6 months. Honeymoon's over, huh? All right. Well, thanks for breaking my heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been there.
Right? Exactly, Ox.
See, Tubian?
That's true.
Full
They
names
use
of
their
serial
full
killers.
Names. Yep. John Wayne Gacy. Who else is there?
Touche.
God, there's tons of them.
Keep going. I mean, the list is so long.
Yeah. No, and I'm in agreement with you, Maya. I'd rather not too. I mean, I'm nice to people when I go out in public, but I don't form any outside relationships other than what I have in my house or, my immediate family or just online because I'm like, I just don't wanna. I don't like you enough.
No, Ox, that's pubic.
Oh,
not
God.
public. Pubic. Take the L out, bro.
Jesus.
But I'd probably fall in love with her. That made me come. Like, really, who does that?
Someone who knows what they're doing.
I know what I'm doing, and I'm committed to it. Like, I'll stay down there for 2 hours if I have to. I want multiples. Fucking one's not enough for me. I get off on that shit. I get off on the woman getting off. So it behooves me. So I get off better if I get them off a few times before I get off, and then I'm like, oh fuck yeah. Like, that was hot. I just like pleasing people.
Oh my God. Oh gosh. Yeah. I think I've joked with you several times about telling you to bring a granola bar next time you do that with a lady so you don't have to stop and pause.
Look, I literally with one of my exes, we like went to bed for the weekend, right? And she's like, oh yeah, like I was only home so many days out of the month.
Oh, okay.
So I had 2 days, or no, I was home at the time I was gone for a month and home for 7 days.
Oh, right on.
And then she only had so many days that the kids were at their dad's.
Oh, gotcha.
So we had a limited window, like usually 2 days was what we would get, maybe 3.
Mm-hmm.
So I just walked into the bedroom and I put down a bunch of glasses of water and a couple sleeves of crackers, and I locked the door, and she looked at me and I said, oh, hey, I'm good. You? There's a bathroom right there. She started Yeah, I said I'm good. I bolted that fucking door. Slide bolt.
Oh God, that is so funny. Uh,
Yeah, it sucks.
yeah, you got to pack a lunch with Beck.
No, it's true. The
That-
lady is always first. That's how it
that
should
is
be, Ox.
absolutely wonderful. Wonderful.
That is exactly how it should be. Oh my God. Hey, cutie. How you doing? Hi, Bree. How are you?
Hello.
Hello, darling.
How's it going, everybody?
It's actually going better. We're like we're trying to like get our sense of humor back after that pretty pretty like heavy topic I just did. So we're
I
like,
missed your
let's
I missed your
Yeah.
show. What was it
We're
about?
just talking about sex and talking shit. That's
it was about gaslighting and how
Ah.
like gaslighting is the
Yeah.
beginner abuse, and then it
There you
just
go,
goes
Skits.
Well,
for stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
I will tell you that my house is completely electric lighting, the whole thing. So I'm with you. Gas lighting's really old fashioned. I don't even see the
It's
reason
very
to have it anymore.
dangerous too, Bree. A lot of
Right,
people
that's
their
my
house got
point.
burned down. Gas leaks were very prevalent. They didn't have like the thread for the pipe threading
Hmm.
stuff, and to seal it, it would leak and people would die. It's true, unfortunately. Oh,
Very
I got
dangerous
morbid again,
stuff.
didn't you? Sorry.
Well, you are weird. So KS
I
had to
was
bail
ju-
out because he wasn't getting audio.
Yeah,
Is he
I
coming
figured
back?
he usually has some problems.
Maybe.
I think where he lives, he has to like go up to top of a hill or something to be on a street.
Hey, Trusty 8 Podcast. Hey, Kevin. He's in the big chat still.
Mhm.
Good.
Are you a little tired, Miss Bree?
I am. It's been a long day. I've been up since about 6:30. As I get
Oh.
older,
Work today.
my sleep cycle push. Yeah, I don't have to work until 9:30.
But you were up at 6:30.
So and all I do, I like work. I like getting up about an hour to a half an hour before I have to work. I don't like having hours and hours before work because all I do is get ready for work constantly and pace back and forth, look at the clock, get more ready for work. Just
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah.
I might
Me
as well
too.
be working that 3 hours
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I work from home, right? So I'm
Oh,
sitting
okay.
right here,
Hmm.
same place. My work stuff's over here.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So yeah. Oh yeah, yep. I got my work computer screens right here. Computer's right there. My Hive stuff's right here right now, and I'm gonna have my new PC. It's gonna be down here tomorrow. It's supposed to arrive. We'll see if the winter storm doesn't keep it away, but
I'm
hopefully
gonna
not.
have to get a picture of the spider that's in my bathroom and to show you. I'm not exactly
Oh,
sure what it
every
is.
time I see a spider or a weird bug, right to brain bug. Every time.
Yeah,
Sorry.
It's been living in the
Old name,
corner
I
of
know,
my.
Bree.
It's been living in the corner of this window of my bathroom for about 3 years now. Or it's a it's a descendant of the one that's been living there. Got some
It's
kind of-
well, I mean, it obviously it's controlling some kind of pest, and bathrooms are a bad place for pests. That's why you get a lot of spiders stuck in your bathtub. They're not stuck there because they came
Yeah.
up the drain. They're stuck there because the things that they're hunting come up your drain. The
Yeah.
silverfish and
I've
roaches.
seen silverfish. I've seen roaches, ants. They come in seasonally. Yeah, I'd leave him alone. I mean, he's not hurting anything, so he's out of the
Yeah.
way.
There was my mother's house in Missouri is infested with brown recluse spiders.
Oh.
And people have a lot of that reaction to them. We lived in that house for almost close to 40 years. No one's
Really?
ever been bit or anything by a brown recluse. They're just the
Right.
spider the spiders we have in that house. They control the pests and everything else.
Yeah.
And
I had
I
a
actually
cousin.
took one with me when I moved because I was staying with my mom for a couple months. I took one with me as a pet, and I named it Wretched.
I
Wretched.
had a cousin
Doing-
who got bit by a brown recluse before. That was not nice.
Oh, goodness,
Yeah,
I'm sorry
no.
to
I
hear
know
that.
somebody had to get their leg melon balled out because a brown
So-
recluse bit them. They had to melon
Yeah, if
ball
you're
out
not in
the
this
muscle
very
before it
specific
spread.
area, in this very, very specific area of the Midwest, it's probably wasn't a brown recluse. I mean, I'm not saying that these people that did get bit or that told you they got bit or that you experienced that got bit are wrong about what they got bit by, but brown recluses have a very selective habitat, kind of along the Mississippi on the west side. out to the foothills of the Rockies and down to the swamps of Arkansas and North Texas, and that's pretty much where they limited to.
I found one in Oregon, in Beaver, Oregon.
Beaverton, where I live. Yeah.
Beaverton, Oregon, rather. Yeah.
A real brown recluse.
Oh yeah. Oh, it was legit. It was on the ceiling, and my girlfriend walked in the bathroom and went back out, and I was like, "What's that?" And she goes, "I don't know. That doesn't look like a good one. So, that one looks weird." And I was like, "What?" And I was like, "Oh shit! Yeah, like she would have been standing right underneath of it."
Well, apparently there was a nest of them in the house. Is what happened.
What's that?
There was a nest of them in the house that she was in.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know. It was.
No,
I mean, this guy
with
lived
my
way
cousin.
in the country around nobody, in a mobile home. Like, it was a beautiful area you lived in. Really quiet. Lots of bugs.
I know my uncle had an issue with brown widows at his house.
We used to get horrible black widows.
That's a
in
question
Vegas.
for you, Bree. That's an honest question.
What is it?
What purpose do mosquitoes serve?
Well, mosquitoes, especially in their larval stages, are a staple of the biome's trophic levels. That mosquito larvae are a prominent food source for things like dragonfly nymphs, certain species of tadpoles. Generally, frog tadpoles are herbivores, but tadpoles like salamander tadpoles will eat mosquito larvae. Dobson fly, which are called helgramites, they'll eat them. They're food for also small fish, other things as well, of course, crustaceans. So they do form a basis. And when it comes to mosquitoes, the adult form is just the final stage. And that's with a lot of insects. It's just the final. It's a breeding form, more or less. They spend a lot more time in their aquatic state than they do in their adult state, and you'll see the same thing with dragonflies. It's just vessel to reproduce and lay eggs over a greater area to spread the genetics. It's not.
Oh yeah, I've been finding dragonfly larvae in my pond.
Mm-hmm.
That's been pretty cool.
Yeah, I love dragonfly larvae. They got the jaws that shoot out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty cool. I did a TikTok video about brown recluses because people always reach out to me and say, "Is this a brown recluse?" And the first thing I say to them is like, "Send them this copy of this little map." Can I drop it in your chat there, B? Back, I still want to. You call me brain bug, and I still called you B.
See, it's habit.
We live in the old school, right?
Well, I was thinking about how I got a hold of you on Twitter to show you, and that was your name on Twitter at the time. So I saw in my head, in my brain bug, and when I messaged you, like that's how my brain works. I see pictures of stuff, so that it makes me want to use the old name. Yeah,
I get why you changed it, but that was a good name.
Brain bug.
Yeah, I get why you changed it.
I like
Bumblebee it's a good name
too. I think Bumblebee's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, I think my friend Toad for that. She was like, because I called her what I call
Beck and Brie. It sounds like some kind of a wine or something, or
Beck and Brie.
Beck and Brie, or it's like a natural store. I don't know. Yeah, it just sounds weird.
Yeah, like Colby Jack, Beck and Brie cheese.
Beck and Brie cheese.
See.
Exactly.
Could be
Exactly.
cheese.
Well, Brie's a cheese, so yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It wouldn't be my pick. I hate Brie.
Oh,
I hate
love
Brie cheese. It's disgusting.
Although
I did have one time.
Hello.
Hi, sweetheart.
How's it going?
I did have one time. It was really good. They had the cheese. They had fig jam and some kind of a meat, roast beef kind of meat, cut into little pieces, and you put all that on like a little, cracker baguette kind of thing. And it was actually really good. I was like, I'm not gonna like it. Oh, wait a minute. That's but Brie plain, no, I have to have it with something on something.
You like
mixed
me with
in.
something on me?
Oh,
my.
Well, yeah, at least at
oh.
first. I mean, I have self-respect here. I start out with clothes on. You know. But did
Yeah.
Pretty,
Not
did I
very
ever tell you
long,
how I
but-
shop for? Did I ever tell you how I shop for lingerie?
How's that?
I just take the woman in and say, which one do you like? Oh, I think this one looks nice. I throw it on the floor and say, yeah, it looks great. Let's buy it. I've literally done that to women. One of them got really pissed off. She was mad at me for 2 days.
Hey,
And then
but
we
after
broke
you
up
all
like
had
a week later.
after she wore it for you and you all did your thing and everything, did you point to it on the floor and say, "I told you so"?
No, I should have though. I totally should have done that. No,
Hey,
she didn't end up
Bree.
buying it. She was too mad at me. She didn't buy it.
Bree, Maya wants to know.
Thank you, Maya.
It is funny. Maya wants to know what the purpose of cicadas are. I mean,
Be
they're
loud.
underground for 17 years. What the hell are they coming up above ground for?
Oh, so they spend 17 years under. That's what I was talking about with insects spending more time in their larval stage. The adult stage is just to bear spawn, but what they're
Right.
doing underground, and unfortunately, in most areas anymore, in most areas in the industrialized world, is absorbing a whole lot of heavy metals, which makes it so we can't eat them, unfortunately, because they're delicious.
We used to be able
But-
to eat them.
Yeah, they used to be part of our diet as a species.
I've seen June bugs
Um,
get eaten.
We would collect them at the spawning season when they all die at the end. People would go out and collect them and cook up.
Num num.
All righty.
But
I think I'll stick with beef jerky or something.
there's something
Okay.
there's something really cool about the life cycle of cicadas too. That they sometimes get infected with this fungus that envelops and destroys their entire abdomen. So their back end is now a mushroom instead of their abdomen. And then it releases certain psychedelics into their mind to make them think that they're horny and breeding and need to breed. And all the males will go into a frenzy, flying round and round with this mushroom abdomen, thinking that they're having sex with females, and they're really just rubbing against each other and knocking all the spores loose that sprinkle down onto the grounds where the baby cicadas wait underground to absorb them and continue the cycle. Wouldn't that be?
That's fucking
Oh.
hilarious. They get them
Isn't that-
high so they don't know they're rubbing on other males.
Yeah.
That sounds like a fun torture of two like severely cis het guys at a party. That sounds like I want that. I want to do that.
Funny.
I would love to do that to two cis guys that are anti-gay.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah, Jenna,
Get them
me too.
humping
I'm
each
kinda
other
like,
and shit. Then they're
Oh,
like, they
yeah.
come out of it and they're like, what the fuck am I doing? Well, you did it, bro.
You
halfway
did it,
through,
not
but-
us.
Guess it's not so bad being gay, is it?
you seem to be enjoying it. Of course, if their genitals fell off and were replaced by mushrooms too, I wouldn't want to wish that upon anybody.
No, that
No,
might be a little difficult.
cicadas, depending on where you live, and locusts are absolutely different. Locusts will like create webs and shit and put shit in the tree, and then they all sprout and they eat all your fucking tree, and you're fucked. Your crops are fucked.
So it can
Yeah.
eat cicadas,
You
and some of them might
remember
have
as a
mushroom dicks.
child
Okay.
taking sticks and trying to get those out of the trees, and we'd take them down and we burn them. So the
Wow.
locusts don't overtake our farm.
Yeah.
We had to.
Well,
We had to
locust
save
is
our
actually
orchard.
it's a phenotypic state. So the locusts are polymorphic. They can live for generations without expressing this rating. So then they look just like grasshoppers, and act just like grasshoppers, right? For generations and generations, there's just a few breeding regularly, just the same as any grasshoppers. Something happens when the population hits a certain point. It causes this polyphenic response where they suddenly start expressing genes that generations before hadn't, but was dormant and within the bloodline, where
Mhm.
they are suddenly this ravenous swarm, and they do swarm. They move together like they didn't before. They weren't social or gregarious or anything, but suddenly they are. They have different behaviors, different appearances. They change their color. They're darker skin, but they're not skin. They're darker chitin, but their wings when they're exposed are now these bright, vibrant colors, and they're ravenous. They eat and mate until it's wild.
And I guess that's the reason why they seem to come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So they're kind of like teenage boys. They just eat and hump.
Yeah,
Sounds
basically.
like a party.
Okay.
Well, all righty.
So have I engaged you guys enough on the love life of insects?
It's amazing. Thank
Very
you.
interesting.
Indeed. Entomology is fun.
So locusts are a species of grasshoppers?
Yeah, locusts. And the one to be a locust, they have to have this polyphenic response. They have to be able to go into the. They don't. Sometimes they'll do it. They'll not do it for hundreds of years, and then something will happen in the population and just trigger it, and it just goes off.
Right on.
There was the
specific
Rocky
triggers?
Mountain. The Rocky Mountain locust was famous for covering like all this area of the West, like hundreds of acres in billions. I think actually they numbered in the trillions of locusts, that there was just ankle deep, and the species is now extinct. They disappeared after that big explosion. They just disappeared, and then we only have them in museums now.
Wow.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm full of all kinds of weird information.
I love it.
Is it primarily just the overpopulation that triggers that polymorphic or that polyphenic response, or
Yeah, it's something to do with the pheromones that are released when they're all clustered together like that.
Oh,
So there
okay.
has to be a population bloom before they go into this state. Usually it's triggered by like maybe a particularly wet spring or something that causes a certain type of growth at just the right time of year to boom. These new locusts are too crowded, and they go into this state that allows them to or drives them to move out of the area that they were in, and they lay eggs all along the way, so the next generation can pick up. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Interesting.
It really is. It's more fun when you tell it than when the teachers in school said it.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah,
And plus you're more thorough too. Way more thorough.
In other
Well, I
words, it's
don't
an
like to
insect
be-
orgy.
I don't like to leave any stones unturned. I mean, both figuratively and literally when it comes to insects. So, yeah.
That's true. A lot of them live under rocks.
All right. I'm going to go off camera now and smoke weed. I will be back in a minute.
Well,
I'll still be
or you
here.
can
I just
smoke
won't
in
be here
front of us,
visually.
'cause I'm
I
gonna
don't like
smoke right
smoking
now.
on camera.
Well,
Okay.
Oh.
Understood.
let's get
That's
to
fine.
you have gotten mentioned
And
in
don't
my.
do it, damn it.
Well,
Oh,
let's get
it's
you have
just a
gotten
personal preference of mine.
you have gotten mentioned in one of my videos that's coming up. But I had to shelf of working on it.
Oh yeah.
I got
Yeah.
mentioned? Or
Yes, Sis has got mentioned.
Me
Yay!
too, Jenna. Me
Yay.
too.
I was reviewing that tool you sent me.
Oh, nice. Is it a good tool?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
What is?
What is said?
It's a garden sickle.
A what?
Ooh,
A garden sickle. It's for weeding.
Garden sickles. Yeah, you cut
my
down. You
God,
can
I
cut
heard that
down
totally
grass
wrong.
and weeds and stuff with it.
Yeah.
I
They
know what a
make
garden
the-
sickle is, but yeah.
Okay, because they make two different kinds. There's a hand sickle,
Mhm.
garden sickle,
Yeah.
and then there's a two-handed
Yeah,
scythe.
Yeah.
Well, it's a long-handed version of the
And
one-handed
I just
one.
want to tell you, I got really good at doing that when I was younger because we didn't have any way to cut down our hay. And one season, me and my brothers scythed out a whole fucking field.
I do have a
And then
scythe.
had me come by and pick it up for us and make it into bales.
Yeah, I do
I
have
I
a
got
scythe.
really
the
good with
best-
that bitch, man.
Yeah, I like my scythe. I like the scythe. I use.
Yeah,
I
they're
use
really
the scythe.
cool.
Yeah.
They
Really
blister
cool. Good
my hands.
exercise too.
Yeah, they absolutely will blister your hands. Absolutely.
Oh, I wear gloves when I use it.
Yeah, I was
Just
gonna
wear
say the
some
same
good
thing. You gotta wear
gloves.
some
You'll
gloves.
be fine. I never wore gloves. I remember being a teenager and having these huge sores, like
Yeah, right in here.
right here, and then these 3 knuckles all the time.
Mhm.
Always there was just blood and flesh all the time. And then I go back to school would start and it would get colder out and we'd all get like a break and everything would
Yeah,
start healing.
I keep a wet, keep a wet
It's
stone on my
true.
side, to make sure I can sharpen it every so often.
No,
Yeah.
actually that's a great idea. That's a great idea.
Oh.
It's better than having
Yeah, we
to
used
take
to.
it in.
Do you have a
Yeah.
whetstone?
Yeah, it's a whetstone. Yeah,
There
came
you
with
go.
We
That's
used
how
to
you
have
do it.
one of the stone wheels with the pedals, like a bicycle pedal.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'd drag our knife or put our knives on them. We'd put our
You just gotta sit
machete
there
on
and
them.
you just gotta sit there.
pump it.
Now the
Mhm.
old kind you'd have to do like I think a 2 pedal with or something. But then I
It was
think
it had
eventually
a
they
seat, a
turned into a
bicycle seat,
single.
and a pedal on it, and everything. It was really cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
so they adapted it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
That's
can literally
cool.
just turn that stone with, just hook it up like a bicycle with a chain. That's all you have to do. And then you have and you got to get the right kind of stone, of course. But
Yeah.
yeah, I've done that before.
Yeah, my
We were-
grandpa
we were-
used
I
to
was
do
a
it
little
with a
kid,
2
though.
foot. My grandpa had the 2 foot version of it, and that's what we
Yeah.
would do. We'd sit there and pedal, do our 2 feet, like what my sister be on one pedal and I'd be on the other, and we just step up and down on it, and he just sharpen away when we were little.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I
Nice.
tried to do that review. Went back to look at the footage I did. Like, okay, I got reshoot this. Went back, reshot it. Came back, looked at what I did. Like, damn it, still didn't get it. So I
Sounds
was running
about
out of time. I was running out of time, so I just had to shelve it, trying to come up with something else. And today, while I'm trying to come up with something else, I'm out there. They're trying to do something quick. The sirens blaring.
Oh God!
Trucks going
Oh,
by.
sure.
I've got so many unnecessary cuts. I managed to finally put it together tonight, but
Nice. That
the
sucks.
alternate version. But
That does suck because that like where I'm at, I live on a main thoroughfare for street racers. So in the summer, when I have my garage door open and I'm doing my podcast or whatever or talking to people, they're like, "What the hell is that noise?" I'm like, "Oh, just 2 dummies racing up and down my street," because they do. It's constant around here. I'm like, "Oh God, go away."
When I used to live my old house, there was people that would do that on their 4-wheelers every Sunday up and down the road in the middle of town. It's not legal to ride them, but the cops just couldn't catch them or anything. So what are they going to do?
That's the problem here is they can't catch them. The only time they catch them, unfortunately, is when they crash into somebody or they lose control and crash. And most times that's a fatality. So, I mean, I've been here 4 years and on the same strip of road, there's been 3 fatalities since I've been here in 4 years.
In 4 years?
4 years.
Jesus.
Yeah. And it's
That's
on the
terrifying.
it's the same area because you start out start out a ways down and you have to come up over this hill. Well, by the time they're going 120 miles an hour or whatever they're going, they crest over that hill. Somebody who's pulling out and didn't see them come up the hill, they don't have time to get out of the way. They end up getting hit. It's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
I used to keep velvet ants. They are very pretty. Yeah, don't handle them though. They're definitely. I wouldn't handle.
My general
Hymenopterans
rule
don't
is
like to be
if
handled.
ant is red, don't touch it. It's a warning. That's how I take it.
Yeah,
I've
that's
never
what
met
I
a
said.
red ant that was nice.
Aposematic coloration. It's a flag. I say don't touch me. That's why bees and hornets and everything are yellow too. Say, hey, don't mess with me. I will
And I
sting
don't.
you.
Yeah, I don't either.
As long as you respect that.
oh yeah, it's so nice when I'm out in my garden and I'm just surrounded by bees.
I'd be surrounded by EpiPens.
My son's allergic with 2 bees as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
We found out the hard way. He was at the park and had a Gatorade and he was took a drink of the Gatorade and it was in the Gatorade. It stung him on the lip.
Oh no.
And they came running in to get me and I'm like, what's going on? Because I dropped them off to go do some business, and I was coming back to the park because they were older, and they're like, "There's something wrong with Zach's face." I took one look, and I'm like, "Holy shit!" And I'm like, "Call 911. I'm on my way over." Yeah, his lip. I've never it was so big. It was just bigger than his
Yeah.
freaking chin. It was huge. I'm like, "Oh, poor baby."
Mine didn't get that big, but that happened to me when I was in. I want to say I was in first grade. Pretty sure
Oof.
I was 6-ish, and there was one on the mom had given us like soda or something. We never got soda, and it was summertime, and it was right before school started, and I took a drink, and it was inside the edge of the can, and it fucking stung the shit out of me, and I had to go to my first day of school with this big fat fucking lip, and I got teased about kissing bees for fucking 3 goddamn weeks.
No.
I was in first grade and I was like, you guys are so immature. Like I asked my brother, I said, I feel like I talked a lot when I was a kid. Did I? And he was like, no, you didn't say shit until you had something to say. I was like, really? And he's like, yeah, you didn't say stupid shit. You just would be like, hey mom, blah, 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 blah. And then mom would be like, yes, that's true. And I'm like, okay, I don't remember it like that. But I mean, so even when I was in like grade school, I thought they were stupid. The kids that were around my age, even a year older than me, I thought they were all stupid. And I got out of high school and everything. And what were my first group of friends? They were like 40, 50 years old. And I was like 19. No, seriously.
Yeah.
My best friends were like in their 40s. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Jenna,
crazy.
you're right. Kids are horrible, but they're very cruel. Also, they're absolutely just so cruel sometimes.
Kids
You're like,
are cruel.
what?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. No, my brother was my problem. We want to talk about mental health stuff. My brother was my problem, and I just figured that out recently. One of my new revelations with my therapy and making me think more. So I realized that my PTSD did not start with my mother. It started with my brother beating me up and torturing me as a child. From the time I can remember, it started at 4-ish to probably like 10, 11 years, maybe even 12 years old, somewhere between 10 and 12 years old. I haven't narrowed that down. I don't want to think about that much right now. But I realized that he fucked me up. He's why I have PTSD. I don't have like people are like, what are your triggers? So I'm thinking about like car accidents,
Yeah.
and then you start thinking more and I'm going, wait a minute. What are my triggers? My triggers are people who physically or verbally attack me with no warning. You come out and say boo, I might fucking punch you. Just saying.
I will.
I'm not intentionally, but it might, or I won't flinch at all and I'll laugh at you. But if you catch me at the wrong time, good luck to you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But stuff like that, I can't handle. I can't handle disrespect. I can't handle anybody talking down to me. I can't stand small spaces. It's all my brother, man. Everything he did to me as a child and then like beat me up more when I was a teenager, it was all fucking him. This dude was stacked 5'8" and arms like I'm not kidding you. His legs, his arms were bigger than my thighs, and I was an athlete.
Wow.
He was just a big football player, large football player dude. He was a fucking linebacker. And when he hit me and shit, it fucking hurt.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. So, because he was always like 3 times my size. He was born like, I swear to God, he was born with fucking chest hair. He was just loaded with testosterone. He was huge and hairy. He had a full beard. By 15, he walked in bars and get drunk. No one ever carded him. 15 years old.
Wow.
Because he was so manly looking. He had that much testosterone. He like got all the testosterone in the family. He's the one who stole it. Never mind. He took my testosterone. But on a serious note, I realized lately is that's what it is, because all of my triggers and symptoms have nothing to do with a car accident. And I think that mom was like the final straw, and I snapped. That's all I could take. Can't take no more. Shoot up amongst us. Anybody know that joke?
No.
2 guys are out hunting and they're in tree stands and trees
shit.
about 100 feet away from each other. And all of a sudden, Vern's over here and Fred's way down there. And Vern hears Fred yell, "God damn it, Vern, help!" He's like, shit. climbs out of the tree and he's got his gun. He runs over there and he's like, what's going on? He can't really see very well. You know, he just sees like this commotion up in the tree. And this damn wildcat had climbed up in the tree and started beating the shit out of Fred. And they were fighting with each other. That cat's scratching him and he's trying to punch the cat. The cat's too close to grab the gun. The gun's down, fell on the ground after that. And he's going, he's like, shoot him, Vern, shoot him. And Vern's like, fuck, I can't get a beat on. There's too many leaves in the tree. I can't see him. And he's like, come on, just shoot him. And he's like, I can't see him. And after about 10 minutes, the guy goes, just shoot up amongst us. One of us has guts to have some relief.
Oh man.
Anyway.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, so I think my mom was just my breaking point, and I've been angry ever since because I've had all this pent up anger. And ain't you
Nice
sexy?
mask. I like that.
I've had all this pent up anger, so I've just been angry, and I can't be around people anymore because I'm angry to the point now that I'm gonna fucking kill somebody.
Wait a minute. I thought Bree had the mask on, but apparently I am completely wrong. She does not.
I see why you wear makeup.
Oh,
Oh!
Wow. Ouch, Mage. What the fuck? You guys are getting vicious all of a sudden.
Is that just like an animatronic thing, or?
Oh, well, what the hell's happening here?
I don't know what
We have
happened.
fuzzy black bumblebee bees that live in our driveway and hang out on the lavender.
Yes.
Yes, sometimes.
Fair.
I love that thing, Bree. As you can tell, Halloween's my favorite holiday since I haven't taken down my decorations yet at all. It's been too much. Just been too much.
That thing was neat.
That was
It
neat.
was. That was really
You're
cool.
muted, honey. We can't hear you.
Oh yeah, that was my son.
Okay.
Ah.
That
I knew it.
explains it. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
No, the eyes and the mouth were too real. You can't fake
no,
it
that
that
was
way.
definitely a mask.
I knew it was
He
a
came in here
person.
to
I
show
just
me-
didn't know who.
He does. He's like in a horror rock band or horror metal or whatever. They
Oh,
they
nice.
mask
Cool.
That's badass.
stuff.
Yeah.
And that's he had the mask, but he just got the rest of the outfit today in, and he came here to show it to me. I'm like, hold on, I'm gonna mute and pause. And you sit down here. I'm available.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, that was pretty neat.
Yeah,
Hey, Mark.
he had that mask custom built by somebody,
Oh,
nice.
Cool.
Oh, yeah?
some mask designer.
Yeah, see, Renee, we have the same thing here. We have a lot of dandelions and clover on the ground, so you really do have to watch where you're walking.
Yeah, it's not a good time to walk barefoot in the country.
And
I grew up,
Yeah.
our whole entire yard was full of clover. And our fucking cow would get loose sometimes, get out of where she was penned in.
and eat the clover.
And we'd find her, she'd come up in the yard, eat the clover, and then lay down on her fucking porch.
Mhm.
And we'd come home, and the cow and the dog would be laying next to each other in the middle of summer, like, hey, what's up? We're chilling.
So,
They'd just be laying next to each other on the porch. I'm like, Cindy,
What the
you're
heck?
a shepherd. You're supposed to herd her back. And Cindy's like, oh man, but
No,
yours
not
is my
me.
friend. We hang out. Like
I'm on break.
literally, the cow and the dog hung out together. It was the weirdest thing in the world.
I had a snake
And,
and a mouse that hung
then
out.
when I thought about it when I got older, Cindy never once went after that cow and like barked at her or nipped at her or tried to hurt her. Never. They were friends. It was weird.
That's funny.
I had
Yeah.
I had a black racer, and we gave it a mouse to feed it, and then they became friends.
Oh my God.
The snake would
Oh,
the snake would
wow.
curl up into a.
I've
into a-
seen that shit happen. Yes.
the snake would
That's
curl up into
funny.
into a circle, and then the mouse would sleep in the center of the snake.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. And they won't eat
They're
that
just-
one mouse. But if you give them another mouse, they'll eat
Yeah,
it.
yeah. We gave him another mouse, and he ate the other
Yeah.
mouse.
Yep.
And the mouse that was his
happens
friend was
sometimes.
just cool with that. He's like, whatever, dude.
what's
Yeah.
up? Better
Yeah,
use
but
than
you
me.
know what? You're a mouse with a snake protector. You are probably the safest you have ever been in your life. Like this snake
you
has
ever
got
s-
me. Dude, I'm gonna chill. There's no more running through
Did
walls.
you,
Trying to
did
find
you ever see
food.
the tarantulas that keep the little frogs as pets,
No.
No, I haven't seen
No.
that.
or
Mm-mm.
little toads as pets? So they keep the
But
toad-
she would
the-
herd.
Yeah, they keep the little toads.
She herded us sometimes.
Sorry.
when we were going where we weren't supposed to.
Go ahead, Bree.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
just that they allow they'll have a den, and the den will be the home to a tarantula and this little tiny frogs, and of course the tarantula
point.
provides the toad protection from predators,
Huh.
and the toad keeps ants and other creatures from getting in there and eating the tarantula or its eggs. Because tarantulas
I'll be
don't do well
damned.
against ants. They do very poorly against ants. I've
I'll be
lost
to know.
tarantulas to ants. So,
I
Um,
did
so
not know that.
yep. There's some cute
So
pictures
cow
of them
herders
together.
or cowards?
Nice, nice, Mark.
Hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, that was really
Mm.
good, Mark. Slipknot vibes.
About the mask.
I love
yeah.
Slipknot.
I love Slipknot too. I've
think
seen them
Gwar.
twice.
Oh, that's so
Those
cool.
are cow patties here, Mark Caesar. We call them cow patties.
I have not seen Guar. I would like to see Guar, but I don't feel like seeing Guar now would be like seeing Guar as they're meant to be seen, not without Ogress.
Yeah, that was a shame.
Yeah.
Y'all are talking so outside of my frame of reference. I know Slipknot's a band, and I know the Gwar was a band. I didn't know it was still a band, but yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm
I
a
tell you
country
what,
music fan, so
some good Kentucky bluegrass with some clover
Oh.
makes for some really good milk.
oh yeah, it does.
You feed them
tried-
How do you-
clover and like alfalfa, whatever they want to eat, the good shit, the expensive stuff. Your milk is really good.
Yeah,
Must be
I,
hard to milk the bees.
I tried growing clover, but unfortunately, this doesn't seem to take too well here.
Really?
Yeah.
Clover's
What
just
state are you
wild
in?
here.
What?
What
What
state,
state are
in?
you in?
Florida.
Oh yeah, it's probably too. It's probably
Yeah,
it's probably too
yeah.
wet and sandy.
I was
Soil's
able to
probably
get it.
too
I was able to
sandy.
get it to grow, but it wouldn't bloom.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, hello, pretty boy. Hello, pretty
You could
boy.
try growing it in a pot.
Yeah, I was gonna
with-
say that would be
Yeah,
probably the best way to do it.
It grows just like our yards are half clover up around here, and I'm in Illinois. A variety of different species of clover too. Yeah, so if you're ever up in this area, you can collect all the clover you want. We have poppies too.
See, I wish we had more poppies here. We don't have
Aw,
as many
kitty.
as I would like to have. But see,
Yeah.
clover's like it's
small tiger.
it's just everywhere here because Oregon you can
Yeah.
grow just about anything. You know,
Got a lot of weed.
Yeah,
plants
you
here in
really
California.
can.
Okay.
Skits, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Skits? What state are you in? I forgot.
California.
You're in
what part?
California?
Northern
I'd love to be able
I
to
thought
grow
you
that
were.
legally.
that's where I
Yeah.
moved.
If
Oregon
I move to
from,
Oregon, you'll have to come
Oh.
visit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What part of I was between Tahoe and Sacramento. In like a little town called
Same.
Placerville.
Oh, I know Placerville. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I grew up in Grass Valley and Auburn.
Oh, okay. So I
But
know
now-
exactly where you're at then. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Now I'm Chico area by the college there.
Oh, okay.
Ow. Dude.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and bounce out of here, peeps. I will talk to y'all later. I need to get
I
some
mean, be
sleep.
careful. You could get hurt. You know what happened to Critical Cripple?
Yeah, when you
Cupcake.
go
I'm just
bouncing
saying,
around.
be careful. Bounce. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
get
All
some
right.
sleep.
Bye, sweetheart. Love
Don't
you.
wake up early
Bye.
tomorrow. Bye.
Mark Caesar says, does anyone know of any bad experiences from non-pasteurized milk? My aunt had a cow and I love the whole milk. Didn't know it was dangerous. It's
Raw milk.
look, it's how you handle it first of
Mhm.
all.
Mhm.
We
Never had raw milk.
we always made sure our bucket was absolutely 100% sanitized when you walk
Yeah,
outside.
that's a good thing.
I would
Yeah.
keep a cheesecloth over it so not even a bug got in it until the milk
Yep.
went to go in it.
Yep.
And then we would take it immediately inside, strain it, get any kind of bugs, any kind of foreign whatever in it, put it in a jar, a big sun tea jar actually, because it was once mom skimmed the cream off the top, you could just shake that jar and everybody could fill up their glasses. It was easier
Yeah.
than pouring a big jug, right? It was a 2-gallon.
I like this. Is a good idea.
2-gallon. Yeah, she was smart. I mean, no, it was a 1 gallon. Yeah, we got a gallon a day from our cow. A lot of milk.
Nice.
Ugh.
So we'd throw it in there, throw it in the fridge, let it cool. Let then
Yeah,
that's fine.
And
You don't
has a
have
really
to.
good point
You don't have
here.
to cook if you handle all your products are sterilized.
Yeah,
Your milk
especially
probably won't go bad like
Yeah,
that.
a lot of
clean
these
clean your cow up too. That's what's important. Too.
yeah, a lot of these factory
Well,
places
yeah,
are not very sanitary.
Yeah, agreed.
Well, she's right though. Like you need to, especially in the wintertime,
Mhm,
cows' teats will crack and they get
mhm,
infected,
mhm.
and you do not want that in your milk.
No, you do not. Mm-mm.
So you make sure. We used to put udder balm all winter long. Every day, Jers got udder balm put on her shit. Her
Yeah,
entire
during the
udder. I do
winter.
the whole
So
thing.
during
I
the
do the
winter,
whole thing to be nice because why just
Mhm.
do the teats and let the rest of it hurt, Anyway, so so we put that on after we milked her,
Mhm.
and then by the next day it's gone. They pretty much lick it off anyways, but it helps them for a while.
It's similar.
Bag bomb. You're right.
Yes, bag bomb,
That's
same
it,
stuff.
That's it.
Same
Every-
stuff.
That's similar with chickens.
bomb.
Why we have to cook the eggs and all that, because the eggs are being contaminated by the salmonella from the poop.
Oh.
Did you know that if you get fresh eggs and never refrigerate them, you don't need to refrigerate them?
Yes, I knew that.
Yeah,
I still refrigerate
But-
mine.
me too.
Once they get cold, bets off.
Yep.
And they have a shorter expiration date. They'll last 3 times longer if you take
On
them
the
and just put
counter.
them in a basket
Mhm.
on your counter at room
Mhm.
temperature. They'll last
That depends.
3 weeks instead of
Actually,
1. No, they
mine-
will.
No, they'll last up to 3 months.
Oh,
Oh, is it 3 months, not 3 weeks?
Yeah.
No, you're right. It is 3 months. That's right. It is 3 months.
yeah.
The reason why we have
I'm
such
sorry,
a
Mage.
the reason why we have such a short lifespan and in the stores because it takes that long to get to them.
Yeah, just the shipping. Yeah.
Yeah, shipping absolutely.
And the
offshore-
washroom too. That's actually the big thing is there's something on the egg that once they lay it actually protects it from going bad, and once that's washed off, which they do when they ship them to the stores, no, then it's off.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't just rinse them. I mean, I used to work at an egg farm. They sanitize them.
Yeah.
The most they can without causing any harm to humans. Literally.
Oh no, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't have if you buy your eggs from a store and they're in a cooler, you can't take them home and put them on the counter because they've already been exposed to the
No,
cold.
yeah, no, it's too
That's
late.
yeah.
Once they're refrigerated, it's too late.
Interestingly enough, mine never seem to go bad. Instead of going bad, they just shrivel up and get hard.
That's going bad.
No,
Versus
I
like
mean,
the smell, like
yeah, there's no smell. You crack
No,
them up, no matter any time. There's no smell.
interesting.
Yeah.
I guess maybe the bacterial thing or
Actually, on Jur, once a cow it does get pregnant and is ready to nurse, it will produce milk, and by continually milking it once the calf is off the teat and they're old enough to go eat grass, by continually milking it, you're just making it think it has a calf all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and so
Interesting.
its body will constantly produce milk. Yes, every single day.
Is that
As long
indefinite?
as you
Yeah, as long as you keep tricking them.
Oh yeah, but if
yeah.
you don't milk them,
Mm-hmm.
and the longer you milk them, the more they'll get. So much milk. Like a gallon a
Mhm.
day is a lot from a cow.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Eventually, they're going to
So-
age out, but
Oh,
Well,
okay.
yeah, eventually. But we had Jers. We drank Jers's milk unpasteurized, by the way, guys. From the time I was, we got her 12 to 18, 6 years. I drank nothing but unpasteurized milk. Never hurt me. Yeah, you just got to make sure you chill it. What else were we saying? I forgot. Oh
We're
yeah,
talking
yeah. I
talking
answered
about
that.
bake bomb.
Yeah.
Bake bomb. My grandma. It didn't matter what was wrong with the child. She'd say, "Slap some bag bomb on it. It'll all be okay." It was.
Oh,
her
it was
end all
great.
be all
We
cure
would
all
go out
for
in the
everything.
winter. Yeah, we'd go out in the winter and our hands would get cracked and shit. And when I got older and I was working outside all the time,
Yep.
bag bomb and what's that shit?
Bactine is what we used.
Hold on. I gotta go look at the label. I can't remember what it's called.
Still has it around.
You're lucky. My grandmother's answer to cuts was iodine.
Oh,
Oh no, see that's just wrong on every level.
O'Keefe's Healthy Hands, Healthy Feet
Oh yeah,
feels very similar to bag
It
bomb
does.
to me. It's just thicker.
yeah.
It's
They
more like a thicker cream than a thin lotion.
I remember when I was younger because it's like Vaseline, yeah, but Vaseline's not as thick, so it's not as good. But when Beck and I were young, because I don't know how old y'all are, but when we were young, we would do it was that Bactine, not spray, but like the squirt of the Bactine, and it would burn, but it wouldn't have the burn of iodine. And if you're super lucky that day, you got hydrogen peroxide. And then
Yeah,
then they
'cause
slapped the
because that fucking iodine, that shit sucked cock.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's awful.
It's literally they're just putting salt into your wound.
Literally.
That's what they're doing. Actually, yes, Aunt Jer. The cow's name was Jers. It was Jers, Jerz, because she was a Jersey Guernsey. A Jersey Guernsey cow turns out to be tan, and they are great milk cows, like amazing milk cows. Either one of those two or the combination is even better. But no, it was Jers. Kind of Jer. Funny though. No, Eucerin is shit. I won't use it.
I don't like Eucerin either.
That thin, anything that's thin, that shit's crap. That's not gonna do anything. Not gonna do anything.
Bactine trim. You know exactly what I was talking about, Jer. Yeah, that stuff traumatized your childhood. Yep. They squirted on you. It was awful.
I have an example of when hydrogen peroxide was not okay, Deb.
Okay.
I had wrecked my bike and slid on the road surface on the side of my leg.
I can already tell you don't use hydrogen peroxide for that.
No, hold on. So I was heading to the college. My mom was at the college. So I had my brother's socks on pushed down because they were too big for me. So I just pulled it up over top of the wound, drove up to the college to catch the blood, basically. And to keep anything from getting stuck in it. Rode up to the college on my bike, another half mile up the road, no big deal. Mom cleans it up and everything, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, now, do I need to check on this every day? Or because I was at that age where I could start doing that stuff. And she felt confident about it, but she wanted to make sure I was going to do it. So she was like, do I need to check on this every day? Or are you going to clean it and take care of it? I was like, no, Mom, of course I'm going to clean and take care of it.
Yeah, right.
2 weeks later, I had gangrene on my leg.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she said, we need to do something about that right now. She was pissed at me. She was like, I cannot believe you let. I was like, but Mom, I cleaned it. Like I told you no, because it wouldn't look like that. She was mad. And she goes, boys. And I thought, oh God, what's she going to do? They held me down.
Oh no.
And it was a fight for both of them to hold me still. And she poured hydrogen peroxide on my leg and scrubbed it out with a gauze pad. Like one of those old rough ones. Don't think of the soft ones with the non-stick.
No.
Go back to the old rough ones that Granny used and shit. And she just scrubbed it until the entire wound bled again.
Yeah, that's what she had to do to save your leg.
To save my leg, literally.
Yeah.
And she let it sit for a little bit and rinsed it off and whatever with water after she got it all off, and then poured more peroxide on it and checked it and then scrubbed a little bit more. And
oh,
whole thing took like 20 minutes. 20 minutes.
Oh God.
20 minutes of her just scrubbing my leg.
Happened. It is. It had to happen.
She was a nurse. She knew what she was. She knew what she was looking at.
Well, the reason
not to mention the fact that she had just decided to become a school teacher because that guy died at the hospital.
Oh yeah.
He died because he had gangrene on his foot and they couldn't stop it.
Oh wow.
So she was pissed off, and she changed her profession from nurse. Like she was literally 2 or 3 days away from, here is your little, you are an RN card. And she walked away and became a science teacher because she couldn't handle death.
Yeah.
Wow.
She said, you know what? I can't do this, but I'll just teach our future generations so they do it right.
It's funny. I think that with road rash, the reason I say don't use hydrogen peroxide when it first happens, because you don't want to soak it. You do want to use it, but not on large areas, because you use it on large areas and it's really great about pulling the dirt and stuff out of it, but it also cools the body really quickly, and you have to be worried about large surface areas. That's just what I was saying.
Yeah. I mean, she peroxided and cleaned it the first time, but it was a new wound, so it didn't hurt.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Not
as much.
No, once my leg got infected and it was all sensitive and sore.
Oh God.
Oh my fucking! So I tell you what, a few years later, I end up, well, not a few years later, 20 years later, 25 years later, I end up getting my leg burnt by my motorcycle. And I was a truck driver, and I wasn't
But
taking
you
care, and
cleaned
it
that
started getting
motherfucker
funky.
like, oh no.
You know what I
back.
did? I went in there and bought some shitty gauze, and I bought hydrogen peroxide, and I sat in the truck, and I
You
did
did
the
it
same thing to myself that my mother did to me.
You'd think you
And
would have
it
learned.
was not fun to do yourself. So, yeah, apparently I'm bad at cleaning big wounds.
Apparently.
You know what's weird though is any other wound I get, as long as my flesh isn't like taken off like that in big spots, I don't do anything to it. I won't even wash it, and it just heals and it's fine and it goes away. But those, my body does not like those open.
Well, they don't like your not lackadaisical approach of infection control is what they don't like.
Yeah, exactly, Mark.
Do what you need to do.
Yeah, now I just make sure if I'm going out to do stupid shit that I might hurt myself, that I wear the appropriate clothing for it. Then I don't have to worry about it anymore. And I've fallen on my knees and I've kicked the hitch on the back of my truck 50 fucking times in the last 3 years. And I don't have any wounds because, besides very large bruises, because I wear jeans all the time now when I'm out working.
Ounce of prevention.
Pound a cure.
Yeah, it's crazy. But hell, I have a husband who decided he was going to stitch his own leg up. So, I got no room to talk. And
Thanks
he
for
did
coming,
it.
Soren.
He did it, y'all, with a quilting needle, which is a dull needle. It's not a sharp needle. It's a dull one.
Why would he use a quilting needle?
Because I wasn't his wife at the time. Yeah, he didn't know.
Touche.
He didn't know.
I remember I cracking my head open, and it was raining. I was trying to get out to my car. I had my friends waiting for me, and the door was sticking. So, you pull it, and the thing would just like, pop open. And I was in a rush, so I just pulled it really quickly. The thing popped open. The edge of the window caught me right in the eye.
Oh God!
Fortunately, I had my sunglasses on.
Thank God.
So it just opened up a wound on my eyebrow. So I'm just sitting there in the car after getting hit in the head. Finally, I drive around and get my friends. My friends get in the car. Like, what took you so long? I turn around and my face is just covered in blood. It's like, oh.
What took you so long? This?
Maybe we should do something about that.
It kind of took some time out of my day.
Oh God.
That's like after I lost my kidney, I went back to work. And I went to the paint store with Chandra, and I wasn't really working yet. I was just kind of walking around because I couldn't sit at home anymore.
Yeah.
It's driving me nuts. But my wound wasn't really healed, and I hadn't had my staples taken out yet. And so I was just kind of walking, like protecting this side of my body and kind of like keeping my hand in my pocket to hold my body up a little bit. And anyways, so we went to the paint store and the guys were like, where the hell you been, man? Damn, did you lose weight? What the fuck? And I just lifted my shirt and showed them the scar all the way around me. And they were like, oh, well, that's, yeah.
Well,
I'm
that's
like, yeah,
the reason.
it slowed me down a little bit. Took a few days out of my year, like, I don't know, 3 weeks, a month and a half, whatever it was. I don't know. I slept a lot.
Soren, I agree with you. Some people you just cannot. You can't, because the same man that stitched himself up decided he was working
I know that
with
story.
a drill, a very large one, doing some signs, and it kicked back on him, and it took his wrist, and it actually dislocated things and broke it. So he decided he was just going to tape that mother effer up and finish out his shift. I was like,
yeah, I would have.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
What's wrong with that?
Well, you could have had no profusion to your fingers. I mean, come on. There's just so many things that you should have at least.
Oh, now you want blood to your fingers. Shut up.
Yeah.
Guys act stupid even when they're not trying to prove something to another guy. Well, thanks for calling me out, Soren.
That just means we're stupid. I'm like,
quit proving Mama Deb right. God damn, bro.
Hold
Let's
my
her on
beer.
our side.
There's a reason why my name is Mama Deb, because I know a lot, and you have to.
Yeah,
admit, I know
betadine
a
is.
lot.
Betadine isn't bad. It's a cleaner. It's a cleanser. And
No, it's the
actually,
iodine.
betadine is primarily used pre-surgery
Hmm?
to clean around whatever they're going to work on.
Whatever the surgical site's going to be.
Kill all the germ. It is an amazing skin disinfectant is what it is. Still used to this day.
Oh yeah,
Nothing's
absolutely.
better than that. Nothing's better than betadine. Yep. Yep. They didn't pre-wash me or anything or get me ready, so I had no idea they were going to cut me open like that.
Well, dude, it was an emergent situation, was it not?
Well, I mean, kind of. They had to give me blood for 6 days, so I was healthy enough, and give me nutrients for 6 days, so I was healthy enough to live through the surgery.
So my
Because
answer to
they
that
would have done
is-
it right away, I
yeah.
would have died.
My
Yeah.
answer to that is they knocked your ass out before they cleaned you up. 'Cause they
Oh,
didn't-
yeah.
yeah.
Well, it's probably a good thing they did. I don't want to feel them like scrubbing on my
Mm-mm.
sore ass fucking area where there's a kidney that's 3 times the size of my other one. No,
Yeah, no,
I
no.
wouldn't want to feel that.
Mm-mm.
This is like
Yeah.
my
Ooh, God,
like my
it just makes
grandfather.
me
He was
crawl to this
he was
day.
in a motorcycle accident, and that's how he met my grandmother. She was a nurse.
That's fantastic.
So they ended up having 7 kids and 21 grandkids. And he said the moral of the story is don't ride motorcycles.
That's funny.
Man, I can't wait to buy another one. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a trike because I'm not stupid.
You know,
It's just
lot
safer.
safer.
Well,
my-
not just that, but I'm getting older, and in a few years, I'm not going to want to pick a fucking motorcycle up if I lay it down.
Yeah.
I'm not going to want to crank one over and with the fucking kickstand. No, I'm just going to park that bitch. That's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna put it in park, and I'm going to walk into wherever I'm going.
You know, Mange, my baby brother, met his wife in a similar fashion that it was a medical emergency, except for his chainsaw hit a wood had been a tree had been spiked, and the chainsaw hit the spike, and it kicked back and like just slayed open his face. She was his trauma nurse, and they got married 2 years later. I'm like, he's like,
Wow.
once I stopped looking like Frankenstein and got some plastic surgery, then I was like, all right, I can marry her.
It's a hell of a way to meet. I mean,
Yeah,
she saw
right?
him at his worst.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Literally.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I had a client come in on the motorcycle story. I had a client come in the other day. He was picking up some stuff, and he was on his motorcycle, and he had a pair of handcuffs dangling from the handlebars. I'm like, okay, there's got to be a story
I've
behind
gotta
that.
ask. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, well, I just use it because it's really easy to lock up my helmet when I leave it there. I can just handcuff him real quick and then walk away rather than just fiddling with the little lock that he has. I'm like, oh, okay. But no,
You
no
know,
interesting story.
I would not.
But
have thought of that.
those chains are really easy to cut with a pair of bolt cutters, though.
Yeah.
I
But they're gonna
mean,
do all
they're
that for
really-
a helmet. Like,
It depends if it's custom painted or
Yeah,
not. 'cause
yeah,
then
That's
Yeah,
a pretty
how
nice
nice is
helmet.
the helmet? I was
Yeah.
gonna
That's true.
say.
Yeah.
It was like
I mean, I wouldn't steal it, but I'm not everyone in the world. If I was everyone in the world, if everybody in the world was like as kind as me, I wouldn't hide from them right now.
Yeah.
that's true.
I get that too. I totally understand that.
Yeah, I found a real winner on Twitter or today.
Oh boy.
Yeah, telling me why he supports DeSantis. Do I need to go on?
the who?
Wait, the what?
DeSantis?
Yeah,
Oh,
Oh.
great.
Florida governor.
Oh
That
no, I
piece
thought
of
you were
work.
talking about. I thought again. I heard something totally different.
The Santa Clauses.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought I heard. I'm like, why would you
No.
not want to support Santa? What's wrong
What
with
kind of
you?
monster?
You know, supporting the "Don't Say Gay" bill and all that. Why he loves it so much.
Yeah, he's a real
Whatever.
piece of work.
Yeah,
No, actually, Soren, I am really big on advocating for a lack of toxic masculinity in my life. I don't put up with it. If people act like that around me, I will call them out. I don't give a fuck. And I'll tell them why they're wrong. And if they don't like me anymore, fuck off. Whatever. No,
Fuck off.
I'm an advocate for everybody, and I am really I was in the DMV like a year ago, and big fat, tall, white dude from California, and I know this because this was about 4 months after I lost my job, and I worked at the apartment complex he lived at. So I know exactly who the fuck he was, and I know exactly what he looks like and what his car is too.
Got something against big,
Anyways.
tall, fat guys from California? What the hell?
Oh no! Oh no!
Depends.
No, honey.
Define tall.
I'm not talking
only
about just
6'2".
a guy. I'm talking about a toxic masculine man.
Oh.
Literally.
Oh.
So he's waiting in there for like 15 minutes maybe to get to the window. Couldn't even have been 20. And he's bitching. Then he walks up, bitches at the lady behind the window, and then everything she tells him, he questions and has a fit and doesn't like. And why is it gonna be like this? And this is ridiculous.
Oh my God.
And
Get your
why do you
shit
guys
and
do
move
this to
on.
people? And blah 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 blah. So he got done, and I'm sitting there like this, and I'm getting more and more mad. And I'm like, trying to think what I'm going to say, and I want to say something, but I didn't want to like cause a big fuss, and I just wanted to get my shit done and get the fuck out of there too. It's one of my tags.
Yeah.
So I was kind of sitting there like, I don't know if I'm going to say anything. So he turned around, and this was the final straw. He turned around, and he looked at everybody, goes, "Good luck."
What
and
a
I said,
dick.
"Oh, come on. It wasn't
What a
that bad."
dick.
And he
What
goes,
a
"Yeah, it
dick.
was." And I said, "Hey, you know what you can do next time?" And he goes, "What?" And I said, "You can check your white fucking privilege at the door."
What a dick. What
And
a
that
dick.
6'5" fat dude turned around and left. And he was like scared. He almost ran from me.
Interesting
And I'm
enough,
5'6" sitting down. I was just sitting down. I'm 5'6".
Yeah.
I'm
interesting enough,
nobody.
that person I ran into on Twitter, by the time when he got starting getting belligerent with me, was I asked him for evidence to back up what he was saying.
Oh no, that's when they always get mad at you because when you ask them to prove their
knows.
give me your research, give me your facts that are backing up
That's
your
exactly
opinion.
what I did. That's exactly what I said.
They get mad because they can't. They simply cannot do it. And they have all these answers. And when you keep coming back with them with, oh, well, what about this then? Well, what about this? But you just said this. Oh my God, you've never seen somebody angrier than someone who's been tied in knots by someone who's educated enough to actually have the discussion with them.
Yeah, I was like, oh, go search for it yourself. Like, well, yeah, well, what I've seen doesn't match up what you're saying. Can you show me what you've been seeing?
Yeah,
Oh,
please.
well,
I want to learn. Show me. I want to learn. But that's not ever going to happen. So, Skits, I didn't mean to give you a hard time about being tall. I always just joke with my son about that because he's 6'5" and I'm only 5'2". So we have that running joke that I'm like, how fucking
like
tall
he
are
stands
you?
next to her and he could just put his head on her head like this and just
her arm, yeah, right. His arm goes right on the top of my head.
Yeah, and just on top of her head and just sit there like this, like totally comfortable.
He thinks it's hysterical. So that was our running joke. Is just exactly how tall are you nowadays? How are you? But he's
actually, Soren, just so you know, what Ox wrote here, that used to be what I said to people.
Yeah, don't be
every time I did an after party, I'd go, "Here's the rule, guys. Don't be a dick. And if you're gonna be a dick, you either fucking leave or I'll kick you out of here and I'll block you."
Yeah.
That has always been my law, my only law. Don't be a dick. Because it covers everything.
Well, because there's always
all you need to say.
Having a discussion. You may sit on either side of whatever side of the issue you want to sit on, but there's such a thing as having an educated adult conversation and not acting like a fucking 2-year-old, when somebody calls you out on your crap, So
Skits with that finger. Point at me, buddy. I mean, you didn't mean to, but you pointed right at me. It just so happens where you are on my screen and where I'm sitting. It was perfect. Actually, Ox, I think you mean DeSanctimonious. I think that's who you mean. DeSantis?
No, when I misheard him and I thought it was D Santa. I'm like, why you mean to D Santa?
No.
That's what I thought that was coming
I think that's what he means. I think he's talking about DeSanctimonious. Trump said it. They hate each other. And everybody in the Democratic Party is like, please run against each other in 2024. Please run against each other in 24. It's going to be a mess. I'm going to tell you right now, if the Republican Party endorses Trump for 24, I will be absolutely blown away.
I'm getting my popcorn
up.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it blow up.
Now, if Herschel Walker doesn't get Georgia, that will mean that every single person that he backed and supported lost in that race.
No, actually,
He is in deep shit with the Republican Party, and they are calling him a loser, even on Fox News. And I like it.
Actually, I'm more worried about DeSantis is getting the presidency or winning over Trump.
Oh, I don't
he's
want
more
either one of
dangerous.
them to win.
No, I don't want either one. I'm saying
It's
I'm
a
more
crisis either way.
worried. I just think DeSantis is worse because he knows enough to keep the crazy under wraps.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we.
I think Biden is doing fine. I think Biden is getting older and his brain is starting to work slower.
I think Biden has dementia.
Has to pause sometimes to catch up because he's getting older.
He's also a natural born stutterer.
Demented.
No,
he's not
no.
demented or anything.
Really
He's just
he
getting
does.
older. He
No,
has
I really
typical
think he has-
symptoms of
I
older
really
dude
honestly
syndrome.
do think
What?
that he has the beginning of dementia because of some of the
Well,
no.
he might be starting. I'm saying he does
That's
not
what-
have it right
Yeah,
now.
No, I'm saying he has the beginning stages of dementia. It's the
Maybe
I
just
agree with
starting-
that.
Yeah.
Beginning
older.
stages, I believe.
He is older, and I definitely have to make that pause, stuff like that. But I just think there's something. Not all of his cylinders are firing at full mass right now, and that's just one of the beginning things that you'll notice. It's a little bit more than what is considered normal for somebody of his age, and the fact that I did not know about the stuttering thing, so that explains the pausing even more. I did not realize that.
But he does the stuttering like he does the pausing. It's random.
No, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. I
Yeah,
think that's why he
random.
does more pausing.
Yeah, that's one
Well,
of the
stuttering
big
is
things.
random.
Yeah.
It can be random.
And
if you
a
go
lot of
back-
times that will fuck him up when he stutters. And then he has trouble getting back to where he was. I think he's worried about too much of what he's doing. You know what I mean? Rather than what he's saying.
Well, and I can see why.
Because like you'll see him sometimes he'll switch from one teleprompter to the other, and he'll go over and he'll be like, because he lost where he was.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it was. That's all it is. I know when he's doing that, he lost where he was. I do it. I know that's what he's doing.
It's a perfectly normal reaction because, like, when you stuttered, especially at his age, when you were a kid, you were belittled. You were made fun of. All
that's the kind of shit.
And
that's the kind of old man shit I worry about right there.
And that is the stuff that, of course, when he starts to stutter and he starts to pause, then he starts thinking, he said, oh shit, am I doing it again? Are they going to think I'm even more of an idiot than they already do? And of course he gets up in his head and he's not thinking about what's going on. So I think it's normal, but I just think there's just a little bit more. I really do. I think there's just a little bit more.
Damn,
yeah, he's
that's
pretty
rough.
old.
Don't
But
preach in my yard and I won't kill a goat in yours.
Well, I did see that one clip of Biden
up,
turning to shake hands with somebody who wasn't even there.
Yeah, I did see that one too, but that one I honestly think he got turned around. I honestly just thought, yeah. It's funny, Ox, that you say that about your wife's friend. My father-in-law lives with us, and my husband and I are both agnostic, leaning towards this, and he is a Bible thumping believer, and it gets interesting in our house sometimes. But he's my father-in-law, and I'm not going to kick him out of my house. So we just kind of agree to disagree and not talk about it.
You know what I'll say to him if he does that with me?
Hmm.
I'll make a joke out of it and say, "Hey, I tell you what, Phil." I nicknamed him Phil. It's a long story. Look, Phil. I tell you what. You don't go on and on about your religion, and I won't tell you about my sex life.
Perfect.
Deal?
Perfect.
So he starts
neither
really going in on
neither one of
religion.
us wants to hear that thing.
Yeah.
The other thing.
It's funny. He calls him Phil because I would send him a text. So my FIL just moved in with us, and he thought his name was Phil FIL. When
I thought she spelled something wrong. Maybe it was like, or maybe it was like Philippe, or
no, because I
didn't know.
horribly. I spell horribly. So
she really does. So I just thought she spelled his name wrong, and nothing occurred to me that she put it all in caps. It didn't even occur to me that it was an abbreviation. I was just like, oh, there's Deb hitting buttons wrong. What's his name? Bill. I didn't know,
So that he
so we started talking on the phone. I started calling him Phil. She goes, no, that's father-in-law. And I said, well, it's too late now. He's Phil.
Too late.
So forever. I said, warn him when he meets me. I'm going to call him Phil.
It's going to happen.
For 6 months now. 6 months, dude. It's the habit. It's already a habit.
That's great.
It's pretty funny. My husband Rusty thinks it's hysterical. I go, you know what he calls your dad, right? And he goes, what? He goes, he calls him Phil. He's like, Phil. I go, F-I-L. He goes, oh shit.
I don't even know what that means.
I'm
Bro.
laughing.
You went too deep into politics. You lost me, bro. Oh, I'm sorry. I have ADD. Did you want to keep talking about politics? You guys can. I don't care.
Oh, yes.
I don't know.
ADD at its finest.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, Mark asks, what needs to change in the U.S. that you don't end up with presidents like Trump and Biden?
More
Ranked
than a
choice
two-party
voting.
system.
That's a big question, man.
I'm gonna actually go with. I'm
Big
gonna lean
question.
towards not having a two-party voting system.
Get the
also.
corporate
Yeah,
money out of-
really. Yeah, this partisan bullshit needs to stop.
Get the corporate money out of the system.
Keep
Get
going.
the ranked choice means voting. I mean, that'd be my two
repeal
big
Citizens
things.
United.
I mean,
Yep.
like I said, I would love to just
Stop
let them.
gerrymandering.
There's
Yeah,
an
like
idea.
that.
There's
Yeah.
an idea.
Big one. Big one.
No more electoral colleges. The actual count is what you go by.
That's a good
Yeah,
one.
that
What
would-
the
that would be
people
good one, yes,
actually
yeah.
Republicans
want.
would never hold office again.
Yeah,
I know.
exactly.
And I'm
Audit-
okay with that. I
Yeah,
know
me
I'm not
too.
even a Democrat. I'm actually an independent because I don't
Yeah, same
trust
here.
any of them.
Same
It's just
here.
right now the Democratic Party. It's like that movie Master and Commander. Anybody ever seen that?
Mm-mm.
Master and Commander. It's they're on a ship and they're the Queen's Navy and they're eating dinner and they're talking and so the captain says to the doctor, well, you have two weevils right there on the table. Which one do you pick? And so the doctor studies them, and one weevil is, thicker, looks stronger. The other one's kind of skinnier and smaller. And he said, I'd pick this one. It looks stronger and healthier. And he said, no, doctor. You have to pick the lesser of two weevils.
Aha, aha.
And
I was-
right now, the Democratic
Oh,
Party
my
is the
God.
lesser of the two evils. So
I
I'm
was
on their
compared.
side right
I
now.
always compared it to that poison scene from Princess Bride.
Yes,
Ah.
iocane powder. I remember what you're talking about. Never, you don't know that one?
Which
Oh,
one?
Oh.
Which one was the poison
Bride.
drink? They both
Yeah.
were. I just happened to build up a really tough immunity.
I built up a tolerance over the years. I built up a
Yeah, build up a tolerance. Yeah, that's it.
And he's like,
Oh, yeah. Right.
I clearly can't pick the one in front of me. And I clearly can't pick the one in front of you.
what do you? But you forgot the most common rule. What was the common rule? Never engage with a Sicilian when death is on the line.
When
That's the
death-
most important, right? That's
Uh,
right.
Well, that's the point, Ox. If they keep us all divided, we have no strength.
Yeah.
That's another big problem.
Why
we
would
have
they
to deal
want
with.
us all to agree?
Yeah.
Why do you think Fox News does what Fox News does? Why do you think people like Trump do what they do? They
That
want
goes-
everybody to hate the other side,
Uh-huh.
so they're loyal only to that side.
Uh-huh.
And
goes-
these
that goes
people,
for both sides.
unfortunately, are
Oh,
not
absolutely.
very.
Absolutely.
I feel like a lot of them that follow Trump are not very. They're not very educated. They're not very intelligent. They're just like farmers, and they just live on their farm, and that's what they know. That 1,000 people in town and their goddamn farm. And now this guy comes in and just seems like he's got their back, and he says shit that they've heard on Fox News.
Do you truly mean
And here we go.
intelligent or do you mean worldly?
No, I'm saying I don't think very many of them are intelligent.
Okay.
I have watched every single one of Jordan Klepper's going into MAGA territory and talking to people.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot. I mean, I know he picks out more of, probably
Uh-huh.
ends up with more stupid people than he really wants, but there's a lot of stupid people there. They say the most idiotic things. Like they'll say, "Oh, I don't approve of this because it means this," and then Jordan goes, "Oh, so you'd rather have it like this? You'd rather have you'd rather have the votes like this so they align with your beliefs?" And she's like, "Right," and he's like, "Oh my god, do you even know what you're saying right now?"
No, Soren, I think that both sides of
People
the
just
Democrats,
They don't
both,
understand. what
both
we're saying.
sides of the spectrum are absolutely doing exactly the same thing. They're trying to
Tribalize.
tribalize everything, make it so like cowboys and Indians. I know that's a terrible example, but
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, Ox. This is why I'm sick of fucking humans. This is why I'm sick of fucking humanity. I'm sick of society. I'm done. I can't work around people anymore. I walk into a job. I tell them I have PTSD. I tell them I have triggers. I'm like, don't do this. And then they do that. And then I get mad and I lose my fucking job because I'm the dickhead. Yeah, I'm done with society.
All right, you guys, I'm going to have to bail out because I am developing a pretty bad headache. It's all Beck screaming. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. But thank you for coming to my after show. And Beck, as always, thank you for hosting it and being a rad producer that you are. Okay. I'll talk to you guys later. And hey, if you guys have the urge, please subscribe to my channel. I can always use the new subscribers. So talk to you later.
Is there a link somewhere?
How's that headache?
Bye, sweetheart. Good night.
Beck can put a link in for me for my show.
Have a good night.
Okay. All right. Bye.
Bye. Ox was just saying something and I was going to comment on it.
But you're right. Jordan Klepper is awesome.
Yeah, Jordan Klepper is fucking awesome. It's a fact.
It's a fact.
It is a fact. Well, I'm trying to get to her channel an easy way, but I think I went the long way around. I think I went around my ass, dipping my elbow on that one. So, okay. Main channel, Beck. Main channel. Sorry, guys. Little bit high at this point of the night.
Just a little.
There you go.
Where am I going?
Got it.
Damn you, Mage. 1 second before I hit the fucking enter button. Damn you.
Damn you to hell.
Nick. I know I'm a dickhead. It's okay. No, actually, I was saying I'm the asshole when I tell people I have PTSD and then they set my PTSD off and I lose my job because I'm the dickhead. Because it doesn't matter that they weren't considerate of another person and what's going on with them. And they just don't care. And then when you yell at them, all of a sudden, they're little babies and I'm gonna go cry. You upset me because I yelled at you and you yelled back. Tough fucking shit. Yes, Ox, that's exactly what the Nazis did. No, I don't blame all humans. See, here's the problem, right? People that I know whether I can trust them or not. People I don't know whether I can trust them or not. And I'm sick of putting myself out there and being a good guy to people and getting used and stomped on and thrown to the side and I'm not good enough because I have a mental health condition. Although I put up with their shit, that's okay. But when it comes time to put up with my shit, it's not okay anymore. And that's pretty much society as a whole. So until each person proves me different, I'm not trusting them. I'm done. That's it. So yeah, I'm just done. Soren, any idiots left? What do you mean any idiots left? Huh? What?
I'm here.
Talking about Mark. What was the sure, Nick? Did I ask you if you want to come in? Here, I'll just give you guys a fucking link. I don't care. None of you are assholes that I wouldn't want in here. So here, whoever wants to come in,
you can always keep them out if
by all means do.
If you don't want them in.
Yeah.
Is your truck a glue-free zone? I don't know what that means. I'm really trying to figure it out. I ain't got nothing, man. I don't have anything. Who doesn't have mental health issues? Exactly, Mark. It's not like the motherfucker that's sitting next to me that's pissing me off doesn't have some kind of mental health issue because every single woman he sees, he has to comment on her body in one shape or the other, whether it's, oh, I'd stick my dick in that, or oh look, she's fat. And I'm like, and I look at the woman he's talking about. I'm like, dude, she's like a 55, 60-year-old woman that maybe has 10 pounds of extra weight. She is not fat. Oh, she was. No, must not be the same chick I was talking about because she was fat. No, I saw which one you were talking about. She's not fat. She was the only woman standing with two men. Like, why would you even say that? She didn't look good to me. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're talking about having mental health issues. You have to down women constantly. And that and the bad thing is before I got fired, he admitted to me that he was being immature and that he was fucking with my head to make me mad. And I didn't get a chance to tell them that. I got fired too quick. No, actually, it's not true. I did tell them. Actually, I did tell them the 2 weeks prior to me getting fired that I couldn't work with him anymore because he's literally playing mind games with me. And they sent me out with him anyways for 2 fucking weeks straight. Well, back to back. And then wonders why I blow up. I told them, literally, I said, if you send me out with this guy, I'm going to blow my top. I cannot work with him anymore. So, yeah. Who's paying now? Who's fighting with unemployment? Yeah. Anyways, did you hear about the protesters gluing themselves to artwork? Oh, no, I did not. Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. Weren't they like gluing themselves to the floor or something? Or they put glue in their hand on the artwork? I did hear about that. I did like footage on it.
They were throwing soup onto the artwork and then gluing their hands to the wall.
Yeah. But it wasn't actually the artwork. It was the glass in front of the
there was glass in front of. Yeah, there was close enough.
It's still silly though. Anyway, what was it for? Was it for climate change or something?
Stop oil now. Yeah, they are not getting their message across, and they're just making everybody pissed off.
No, yeah, there are much better ways to get your message across than the silliness.
Yeah, in fact,
I'm sorry, I couldn't even hear you guys, and I didn't know it. I didn't run. I hope I didn't talk over anybody. No, I didn't know. I thought something was wrong with Mage's mic, and I was about to tell him, and then I went, "Wait, I can't hear skits either. This has got to be me." I'm sorry, guys. Go ahead. My bad. I'll shut up.
So you didn't hear what we just said?
I didn't hear any of it.
Oh, well, there's from Stop Oil now, and they're throwing tomato soup onto these paintings, which fortunately they're covered in glass, so they're protected. Then they're gluing their hand to the wall and doing this whole swing, and they're just pissing everybody off and they're not getting their message across.
What's the message?
Stop oil.
Stop.
Oil?
Stop using oil.
Just stop using oil.
Like oil paint.
No, like oil
petroleum for gas and stuff.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with art is my point.
Nothing.
Not a goddamn
Okay,
thing.
why don't they go glue themselves to a tanker truck so it can't move anywhere? That would make more sense.
I've seen a few of them glue themselves to a road.
I saw that too.
Well, that's stupid. You'll die that way. I would sit on the fender of the truck and glue my hand to the truck. Or the trailer. Not the truck, because they can find another truck.
I think I saw like a GIF. I don't want to start that argument, but where it's the guy super glues his hand to the ground, and then throws the super glue thing into a water vent, a water drain that just goes straight to the ocean. It's like, you're being very, very
environmentally friendly there. Yeah.
Exactly.
First of all, why would you throw it away without using the rest of it? That's wasteful right there. You just polluted the earth by throwing a container of a toxic product onto the earth, into water.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, with the people who glue themselves to the road, the cop just came by and ripped their hand right off of it.
Yeah, he's like, I don't give a fuck.
And they're like, ah.
That would hurt so bad. Oh man.
Yeah, Ox said shit. I'd pay to be the ones that get to pull their hands off the wall. Not what they're gonna do, Ox. They're gonna cut the wall out and they're gonna have drywall stuck to their hand while they go to jail. That's what's gonna happen.
I don't know
Also
how they
hilarious.
got. I'm not sure what they did to get them off of there. But first, I'd say they just leave them there. Make them have to rip
cut
their own hand
themselves
off.
loose. Eventually, they got to eat or pee or shit or something.
Yeah, as I said, just leave them there.
Although I did see two of them that like did something and glued themselves to the floor, I think, and they had like containers of food and drink with them. They were like in for the long haul. They were two like Asian girls, I think. I can't remember. Anyways. Bump, bump. What was that, Leroy? Hell if I know, Bubba. Must be the new speed bumps. That's what Ox said. Had to do the country for him. Mark, that was a squishy speed bump. You guys are fucking hilarious. Dick! Hey, my dick's here,
Mom
you
and Dad?
guys. Do you know my dick was here?
No, I did not.
Oh,
Yeah, I have
Dick
a 6 foot
Dawson.
tall dick.
Hey, Dick.
He's my dick. I found him first.
It's a very lovely dick.
He is. He's a beautiful dick.
The voice on that dick. Wait.
Very great voice. Very hairy. Very hairy dick.
Oh God, he has a very hairy dick. Isn't
Lots of hair.
Lots
of hair
of.
in that guy.
It just flows.
I don't know if we can go any further with that, so I want to move on. I think we ran out.
Good call.
Dick, are you gonna come in and say hi? Or you got kid? Are you being quiet? Are you drunk? Are you high? Well, I don't care if you're drunk or
All
high.
the above.
If you can come in, let me know. There's a link above, and if you can't get to it, I'll give you one. He said, "Thanks, guys."
Well, since
Oh,
we're talking
thanks.
about-
Well, we did say he has a nice voice, not
He
just
has
that
a
he's
lovely
hairy.
well,
It's a
since we're
lovely voice.
talking about dicks, look up the OKC ring in Oklahoma.
What's up?
The what ring in Oklahoma? What?
OKC ring.
OKC
Oh,
ring.
goddamn, I was muted.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's cool, man. You don't have to. It's all good. Do what you want. You do you.
What is the OKC?
I don't really care. I'm just hanging out.
Is it all it has is OKC in a ring?
Yeah. Just
Wonder
those
if
3 letters and ring.
It's the new OKC cock ring. Okay, erected in downtown. That's fantastic.
cock ring, an Oklahoma cock ring. That's fucking great. I wish I
Erected
would have made that
downtown.
up. Why didn't I think of that? Directly downtown.
Oh my god.
Too
If
hilarious.
you want to see for yourself, Elfbeck, there's a link to the image in the private chat.
Oh, hold on. You know I gotta look.
Someone did not think through that design.
Looks like
No.
cock, cuck, cook. Look, it looks like cuckold. It looks
Oh,
like
it does.
cuckold.
You can see cuckold.
Kuckol.
Oh my god.
Cuckold. Fucking Oklahoma. Oh, idiots. Didn't they vote for Trump?
Maybe.
I
I'm
think
sure.
so. Well, I don't think we said his voice was hairy. I think you misunderstood that, my friend. I don't think I never heard hair in his voice. I don't think that's a thing. NA, what's up, my friend?
It sounds
Always
unpleasant.
good to see Maya Atkinson. Always, always, always.
Ooh, okay.
I still have to flirt, even if it's mild. It's a rule. I don't think I'm high enough for this shit with you guys. And your cock rings and shit. It was a giant ring, and it had OKC all over it and all these different things, and it looked like cock and cook and cuckle. Because they just scattered the O's and the K's and the C's and the... It looked horrible.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what I thought, NA. I thought they were all red.
Yeah.
Very
Very
a
much
cock ring
so.
in Oklahoma City. That's great.
I almost moved to Oklahoma after I got out of the army, but good thing I didn't.
Really? Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I was looking for something in life at the time, and I kind of drove through there and was like, oh, I drove through I think one of the counties was, my last name. I was like, oh, that might be a sign. And then like I
Right.
drove like, oh, I'm in a city named after me. I'm like, okay. And then my buddy was like, he lived the next town over, and but I'm happy I moved to California. Yeah.
No,
I don't think
Right. I agree.
I gotta say, you gotta just stand up and salute the erection of that monument.
oh, you have to.
Oh
That's,
yeah,
I think
at the erection of
beauty.
that monument. Yes, Mage. Fucking Mage is a hoot.
Bring the whole family.
Funny fuck. Oh, I can barely straighten out my arms all the way. Look, they're stuck. Not all. Ow. Oh, because I went to the gym for the first time in months. I actually made myself go to the gym, and I overdid it, of course, because I'm a dude. I gotta do too much. Yeah.
And then regret it a few hours later.
Oh yeah. Well, no, the next morning though, and which was yesterday, and it's still sore.
I've had arthritis in my elbow before, and what I did to try and get my arm to straighten out, I put a weight in my hand and just held my arm out as straight as I could.
Yeah, I was doing this and just letting it flop, and try to like get the muscles to relax and let it stretch out a little bit. It feels great if I do that long enough.
Or I'd put it under my desk where where the tray comes under, and I just kind of push up, try and force it into the straight position, just to anything to get it to straighten out.
Yeah, I was kind of massaging it, and it helped for a little bit, and then it tightened back up again. Keeps doing it over and over again. But oh well. Midterm elections, yeah. It looks like we have control over the Senate. We, as in, I'm on the Democratic side right now. I'm going blue. We have control over the Senate, and the House is looking really tight, and we're not sure yet. They have like a lot more votes to go through before we'll know that. And it was originally we had to get Georgia if we couldn't get Nevada and Arizona, but it looks like we're getting both of them. So we're just down to the runoff in Georgia, and it won't matter because we still have the Senate. Although it would matter to Georgia, and I really hope no one has to be governed by fucking Herschel Walker.
Yeah, go Reverend
with his fake badge and his I've been hit in the head too many times as a linebacker, whatever the fuck is wrong with him. I would rather have Biden than Herschel Walker any day for any fucking government position. I'd rather have a little bit of dementia than that idiot. Literally. Yeah. At least Biden has aides to remind him what's going on. Herschel, he's an idiot.
Yeah,
he's just stupid.
And surround himself with idiots.
The one I was glad to see win was Fetterman. I am so glad to see he knocked out.
Well, Dr. Oz is fucked now. His show's canceled. He didn't win the race. He spent like millions of his own dollars to do the race and got nothing out of it. Now he has nothing. He does not have a lot of money, and they're all laughing at him right now. By the way,
I was kind of wish the same thing happened in Florida.
Yeah, well,
I pretty much voted all down on Democratic lines this time around, and I just got this happens to be a red state apparently now.
Yeah, well, I'm very lucky that I don't have to worry about that. It's always blue here. Everything is blue. All the way, all the state people blue. I think there's one Republican mixed in somewhere, but he's a really like cool, laid back guy. But everything comes out blue here. It's just the state I'm in. I don't have to go vote for state stuff. It always comes out blue.
Yeah, it's very discouraging when you don't have that majority on your side like that.
Yeah, I know. Now, if I lived in any other state, I would vote every fucking election. But this past one, I was not. They didn't give me my mail-in ballot or my drop-off ballot, so I would have had to go in. So, and it's probably something to do with my name change. I'm sure something happened, and I have to check with it. But I wasn't gonna go stand in line, and deal with people. And
I wonder if they're gonna warn me when my thing to get the mail in expires.
I don't know.
So
All I know is if it's outside of this state, I make sure I fucking go because that's when it counts. But the state I'm in.
Yeah, because I signed up for like to get mail-ins for like 4 years.
Wait a minute, what happened with Alex Jones?
Oh, the $1 billion settlement or
I haven't kept up on
the
that.
dickhead that yeah, the guy that lied about the school shooting.
yes,
And he's got to pay out like 60 some odd billion, 64 billion.
some ridiculous like
And
that's
he's
a lot
only
of money.
worth like 2 mil or something. He's fucked.
Yeah.
And he's
he's
gonna have to
fucked.
like go to jail. I love it. I love it. That's the kind of shit that needs to happen to Trump.
For real.
For real.
Do you think we'll ever get to see his taxes?
Well, the IRS have him because he's fucked up so much shit and fucking tried so many loopholes that they're busting his ass. That's why we're not seeing his fucking taxes. He's right. The IRS has them. Yeah, because he fucked up. Because this whole company is fucked up. Yeah, he's a piece of shit. And Alex Jones is a piece. Sandy Hook. Thank you, Mark Caesar. I didn't want to say the wrong shooting because I couldn't remember which one it was. There's too many.
There's so many of them.
I can't fucking keep track anymore.
I've realized, and that's
And these
a depressing
days,
topic.
I don't understand anybody that would have a capability of not sending their kids to school, these days. Fuck that. I wouldn't send them. Not if I lived in like a highly populated area. Nope. Little small town. Yeah. I'd probably spend half my day driving by the school, making sure there's some fucking weirdo walking up with a gun.
I really had to sit down and look at life as a whole. Like one day when I was like doing some back to school shopping for my kid, and I found myself looking at bulletproof backpacks.
Oh,
Isn't that fucked up?
Yeah, I'm like, what fucking world am I living in?
It's seriously fucking disturbing.
School and me just never mixed. I mean, never really felt I got much out of it, honestly.
Me either. I can't remember shit. I don't know if I'm too ADD or I just can't fucking absorb. You know what it is? It's I don't care about it. I won't absorb it.
Well,
there's not much I give a fuck about.
Yeah, most of that
these
is
days,
to teach people to work in factories. It's basically how the school's structured is.
Oh yeah, no, they're just labor.
Yeah, it's just labor.
Why do you think they don't want people to have a free education?
Yeah.
Think about it. If you gave everybody a free education, okay? And let's say our blue collar workers and above, let's go to white collar. Let's go to the management, okay? All of a sudden there's all these people that are in management. Everybody know what happened with the IT guys a few years ago? They were working at McDonald's because they couldn't get a job because everybody went to school for IT. So they had to wait until there were more companies so they could go fucking do that job. Then it was years since they touched anything IT, and then people didn't want them. So that's fun. So that's the problem. That's one of the problems. I don't think they just want people to be labor people. But if you teach too many people, who the fuck's going to change the trash? That's what they're worried about.
And that's the thing.
And the more you give the lesser people an upper leg, the more likely they'll be rich and take money away from you. Or have a voice in government. Oh, could you imagine a BIPOC having voice in government? Oh, that would be horrible.
Man, I mean, even if every single person on this planet had a PhD in molecular physics, we still need people to deliver pizzas. And we still need labor. Some people, they chase their passions in education. Some people, their passions are otherwise, if they want to be, or, are destined to be, factory workers or, something along those lines. Yeah, it's really weird. The education system, it needs to, as Beck says, it's designed, so not everybody can do it, especially nowadays with the costs.
Oh yeah, and then you just keep complicating things for kids, and fuck, man. All you're doing is setting them up for a fall.
Yeah,
that's all you're doing.
I mean, I wouldn't have been able to go to college without the GI Bill. It's like it's ridiculous.
Well, you know how many schools just pass students so their numbers look good?
That too.
They have to. The principal would lose his fucking job. The school board would get mad. Got to have so many passing students, or we're not teaching right.
And it took me until going to college to appreciate actual education, because of like, okay, I'm a shitty student, yet I'm still passing, whatever, Then you get to college and like, okay, just passing, trying to just pass, you're not going to pass.
Yeah.
But that's also offset by, for the most part, I get to choose what I want to study. I enjoy the sciences, so I got to choose to, to take physics while I didn't have to, do, some of the other stuff like poli sciences or biology, but I got, I liked mathematics. So, I got to choose, chose to take mathematics. So I excelled in mathematics. I wouldn't have done the same if I, was forced to take excessive amounts of chemistry or, whatever other class, underwater basket weaving or something.
101. Underwater basket weave. I know that joke. Actually, Titan, what happened was I went and I ordered glasses, and because I found my old Ray-Ban frames, and I'm like, oh, those are nice fucking frames, right? Ray-Bans. I spent my vision insurance, that was real insurance at the time. I spent a lot of money on these frames. So I asked them to they're progressives or whatever they call it. And I asked them to put the transition in. They tinted them instead. But it's fine because my eyes are so much better now because it's kind of like I asked them for the darkest tint they have, and it's got a tint of a blue to it. So it's really good for the monitors and my phone and stuff, keep me from getting a headache. I don't get headaches anymore. So
yeah, nice.
I'm not bitching. I just keep wearing them.
Too many glasses.
Yeah, that's that depends on where you live here, Mark. It depends on the economy of the area you live in, what you get paid. It's pretty expensive to live where I am, and tradespeople here that got paid $20 to $30 an hour in Ohio get $50 to $60 an hour here. So it really just depends on where you live. It's just the economy of the area, what people can pay, how much you're needed. The trick in the US is to move to a place that doesn't have a thing and be really good at that thing. And if you're the first one, you'll be fine. But good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck. Good luck doing that. You could do that shit in the 50s and 60s and stuff. You can't do it anymore.
Finding that niche is,
you can't do it. Everybody's got a niche right now. Everybody's got all the niches.
All the niches.
I've come up with weird thoughts and be like, oh, I wonder if I could do this, and I go look it up, and 20 fucking thousand people already doing it. Yeah, well, that didn't do any good.
Here the guy, he was running.
Oh yeah, I'm poorly educated to you. I'm stupid. I just have street and life smarts.
You're about the guy in North Carolina who was running, named Dick Bigger.
Dick Bigger?
Dick Bigger?
Yeah, Dick
Love
Bigger.
It. Love it.
I've seen so much shit like that over my life. That's so funny. Like driving down the road in a truck, and I'd see a sign and be like, "What the fuck did that just say?"
That's his real name.
All the time, bro. All the time.
That's his real name, Dick Bigger. He was running in for office in North Carolina. He's a grower of crops.
Does he show them?
Of crops.
Is he a grower and a shower?
He's a grower.
Is he a grower?
Oh man!
I knew there was a joke in there, just didn't hit me as quick as it should have. I went to Loyola and couldn't figure out how they were allowed to graduate high school. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
well, depends on where they're in sports. That has a big. Back when I was younger, if you were in sports and you were a good fucking athlete, you didn't have to worry about your grades. They passed you automatically. Unless you were my mother. She flunked some kids. Pissed some people off. Lost her job over it.
Really?
Yep. 4 months before her tenure, and they couldn't have fired her for 10 years.
Jesus.
4 months before her tenure, and they fucking fired her.
That's
well, they didn't complete the test. They didn't do the test right. One kid just wrote it was multiple choice, A through E, I think. And one kid just wrote his ABCs all the way down to Z. I mean, come on. You can at least try.
Yeah, right?
So she failed him, but his dad was on the school board, and the school board fired her.
That's
ridiculous.
Bullshit.
Like, I'm sorry, I thought you didn't want
you in trouble.
No, I'm sorry.
I've been honest my whole life, and I have nothing to show for it. Why fucking be honest?
Oh man, and that's the thing. It's like, who wants to grow up, with who wants to see these kids grow up, stupid kids, to grow up to be stupid adults, and if they're not, in these schools and they're being passed for being dumb, why
Explains
is
a
this
lot
happening?
about where we are now, doesn't it?
It really, really does. So
Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? A little too ironic. I can't go that high anymore.
It doesn't have the range.
My bad. A little too ironic. Yeah, I can't do that
Get some baritone in there.
stuff anymore. Yeah. Right?
Me,
Hurts my throat.
Me. You?
Oh, you did some lyrics. Okay, Dick Dawson. Does who make many appearances in wintertime? I'm confused. What?
Oh. I forgot all about that, Dick.
See, and some people, Dick, will tell you that the whole thing is full of irony. And some people will tell you that only one thing is ironic. And then everybody else will tell you that nothing's ironic about the song.
Yeah. It's a
They
mixed
said
bag,
the only
baby.
thing ironic was the free ride when you already paid. I think is what somebody said. I think that was the part. Dick Bigger. Oh. No, he just goes by Little Dick in the winter. Too cold. I lost track of what we were talking about there.
But Dick's apparently.
Yeah, I know that one is iffy. I know. It's
Well-
just kind of, but
Well, we're getting into a dick measuring contest here.
you can go ahead and measure my dick. My dick's 6 foot tall. I'm not worried.
Oh
Or if you ask the guys at work, I told them all I have the smallest dick in Santa Fe. Told all of them that. You should have seen the look on their faces. Because they had no idea. It was hilarious.
idea.
They didn't know. The guys that I told had no idea. And they were like, because I said, I don't know what's with dudes trying to act like they got a bigger dick than. You know what? If you don't have a big dick, just fucking own it and learn how to eat that shit. That's what I do. That's what I said. And the guy was like, all right, man. And then I said the end and he goes, and he looked at the road and he was eating like a candy bar and he just was nibbling on his candy. He didn't know what to say. He didn't say a word to me for like an hour. It was fucking hilarious. I love making men uncomfortable, saying things that a normal man would never say. It's fucking hilarious. So much fun. Watch them just like squirrel in their boxer briefs or their tidy whities, depending on their age.
Oh,
hold on. I had to take Jock Bio in high school. Honors class conflicted with German. My lab partner on a 100-question multiple choice test with 4 answers for each scored a 12.
wow. 12.
Wow. Your score on the curve was... Yeah, it probably was, you smart ass. Literally.
Gotta love the curve.
Use the tongue, Luke. I love you. I knew exactly what you meant to. Use the tongue, Luke. That's fucking great. I don't even care. You spelled it wrong. It was totally worth it. I ain't gonna pick on you about that. It was hilarious.
Maybe just a little.
You know what? This is what I miss. Yeah, when I used to stream, I had such cool people on all the time, My chat was always full of people that got along. Nobody argued. Nobody treated anybody badly. Everybody was respectful. And, and then eventually more people started coming in, like about a year or so ago it started. And then next thing I knew, my fucking panel was crazy. My chat was full of people that were arguing. And it was just, that's why I had to quit before. But if it can be like this, I'll stream more often.
See, smaller is better. Oh.
Well, yeah, that's part of it. That's part of it. You just got to watch. I mean, it's like Ben said. He said, no offense. I love everybody in our community, but some people just aren't good to be on a stream. They don't know how to be on a panel. and shut the fuck up and be polite and not over talk and cause problems.
I'm still learning.
I have a flat key Apple like keyboard now to be quiet on streams, and wow, I hate it. I am used to mechanical ones, and on this I mess up so bad. Yeah, it's totally a different thing, isn't it? I had went from a mechanical keyboard to I bought a somebody the cell phone company gave me a pad, a Samsung pad, and then my ex, because I got it for free, Christmas came, she bought me a case for it that had a keyboard on it, but you could use on the screen too. Either one of them, they were like a touch thing. It was fucking weird. Every time I touched something, it would just like, oh my god, there's a bunch of shit on my screen now. What the fuck is this? Yeah. My laptop isn't mechanical, but it has like more of a clicky feel to it, so I like it.
I have a regular keyboard. Doesn't seem to make much sound. You hear that?
Yours is mechanical?
Yeah. There's me typing on it right now.
Huh. What brand is that?
Logitech.
See, I like Logitech stuff. It's reasonably priced. It's usually a good product. I mean, it won't last forever, but for what you pay for, it'll last way longer.
I'm getting away from the I'm getting away from the Logitech mice though, because they keep the buttons keep failing on me. Yeah, so I got myself a Microsoft mouse this time.
I bought myself a Logitech mouse, but it's a small one that's wireless.
Yeah,
it's only like this big. I like that one.
I tried getting a touch one, so it doesn't actually have buttons.
Oh.
So it doesn't have like a scroll wheel or anything. You just kind of run your finger across the smooth
the top
spot, and I didn't like it though. It was just too sensitive, and then sometimes it didn't work right. And
I hate mouse pads and stuff. I like mice.
It wasn't a mouse. It wasn't a mouse pad. It was a mouse.
Yeah.
But
I know what you're saying.
No buttons or anything.
Yeah.
Like I tried to left click and it would right click instead, and do stuff like that. It just didn't really work out for me.
That's
annoying. Titan, I just I'm just to the point that I've decided I'm sick of being nice to people, and I have hated myself for years for being too nice. So I'll just tell people to fucking leave now. I don't care anymore. I'm done being nice. I'm done being run over. I'm done with all that shit. I love people, and I will treat people that treat me with love and respect with love and respect. And those of you who do not will get the other side of back. So that's just how it's going to be from now on. But no, all you guys are great. I love all you guys.
Well, I'm okay.
Shut up, Mage. You're pretty great. That's why people let you on their streams all the time, because you're okay. You go on more streams than I do, bro.
Right? You're on like every stream, man.
You're on everywhere. I know.
Believe it or not, this is how I'm trying to cope with my own psychological issues.
Hey.
That's the reason why I'm doing so many streams. I'm kind of forcing myself out there.
It helps you get over anxiety, kind of like exposure therapy kind of thing.
Exactly. Yeah, exposure therapy has actually been the best thing for me, I've found.
Huh.
You know what? That's what it is, Dick. I have come up with my own philosophy. It is called Dicklosophy.
Dicklosophy.
Fuck Phil. Fuck Phil. Don't tell Deb I said that. No. Earlier joke. No, I'm seriously, Dick, I'm fed up. I'm fed up with people. I'm fed up with people that don't know how to be fucking considerate and respectful and kind, and you want to be judgmental and a dickhead, find somewhere else to hang out. I ain't gonna be here anymore. Oh my God, Titan, it's horrible. I'm at work with that guy that I worked with at the end, right when I got fired. He's telling me shit about how he's fucking with my brain every day and making me angry. He's laughing so hard he's holding his belly. He's sitting next to me in the truck. And I didn't punch him out. And about 20 minutes later, we were BSing like he didn't say anything. Because I'm too fucking nice. And it stops. It stopped October 13th. And it'll never be back again. Because now I am bitter and resentful. And I'm going to be a fucking mean old man. And everybody's just going to have to suck my cock if they don't like it. Anyways, moving on. Yeah, BlackBerry user. I had a BlackBerry.
Oh, God.
Did you have the... Dick, did you have the kind the first one they came out with the click screen? You had to click the whole screen. Anybody remember those? It's my
No,
first
never a
smartphone.
BlackBerry guy.
The whole phone locked, the whole screen locked up. Couldn't do anything with it.
Oh man,
They quit making them. It was the only time they made them.
wonder
They
why.
made them for like a year. Yeah, they were a BlackBerry click screen. I can't remember the name of the model, but it was a BlackBerry something, and it was a click. You had to click the whole screen. Well, when that stuck, you got nothing left. You can't do anything with this phone. I hated it. It was fun until it was great until it died. Yeah.
A BlackBerry Storm?
I don't know. It was the first one that they ever made. The first click screen BlackBerry. Look up that. It was literally you had to click the whole screen.
Yeah, I clicked BlackBerry click screen, and that's what came up with BlackBerry Storm.
Yeah, that's probably it then. It was like it was kind of shaped, instead of like squared off, it was kind of shaped like this. And it had angled ends on both ends. They were angled the same way, I think.
It says
Oh, I can see that. Yeah,
Storm
I
is
see. It's
the
kind of rounded off
touchscreen
there.
smartphone.
I tell you
I see
what,
there.
October 13th was. October 13th, I lost my shit. I left work, got fired, left work, started raging on the way home, started driving faster and faster. I was driving through 25 and 35, maybe 40 mile per hour zones. I was going 80 whenever I could get around the traffic. And then I drove down a little back road to where I live, going 80 in a 25 zone because I'm not thinking about anything else right at that moment. And then when I got done, I almost puked because I thought about all the people I could have killed, but it was too late for that. And then I drove into my driveway, and my brother happened to be down there working on something for my landlord, and I slammed on my brakes and skid to a 15, 20-foot stop on the sand and put the truck in park and jumped out and screamed and couldn't find anything to punch or throttle or throw. There was just nothing there. And I said, I know what I'll do. And I yelled at the top of my lungs. I said, I'll just go slap the fuck out of Heather. That'll make me feel better. And I jumped on my truck and went as fast as I could backwards. It was like, I'm telling you, I didn't realize I'm that good of a driver. Like, really, it's not a good way to find out. It's really stupid, but I'm a very good driver. Like, I was cranking backwards out of the driveway at, I don't know, 30 or something. I don't know. Whipped it around, looked like Dukes of Hazzard shit. Started driving into town, and I pulled off the side of the road and started crying. And then my sister Wendy called me about 2 or 3 minutes later because Richard was like, shit, this is a Wendy issue. Wendy needs the help. He said, man, you scared me. I didn't know what to do. I called Wendy. Hope that's okay. And I said, yeah, it's fine. I lost my shit and stood and sat out here in my truck with Richard standing next to me and Wendy on the phone of my truck. All three of us talking with my head on Richard's shoulder, bawling my eyes out for 30 fucking minutes. And because people fuck with me, and I'm done with it. And I actually, 5 days before I got fired, 5 days before I got fired, Heather called me and told me that she was done with me and had mourned our relationship months ago and had been dating a guy for 3 weeks. Started dating him a week after she kissed me the last time and told me she loved me. Said that the kiss was a mistake. And I said, the only mistake there was your mistake. And your mistake is costing me my heart. And I told her to fuck off and I blocked her. Never to speak to her again. Anyways, that's what the 13th was for me. No, not my kind of anger to you. PTSD mixed in with, no, it's just not good, bro. It's not good. I am volatile. I cannot be around people all the time. Okay, let me tell you this. This is why I'm going to look for disability for my mental health. I just got fired. Most of the time I quit before I got fired because I saw the shit coming because I'm not stupid. I'd blow up and I go, oh, time to quit this job. This time when I got fired, it was number 68. It's the 68th job I've had.
Wow.
Do you think there's like some common denominator in there? I mean, I just had to be honest with myself. I had to literally mourn the fact that I'm never going to be a normal person. And it took me about 3 weeks to mourn all of that. Almost a month. So I'm doing better now. But yeah, I don't care how hard I try. I'm not normal. And I need to just quit acting like that. It's not happening. It's just never going to be normal.
Somebody's arbitrary definition of normal.
Seriously, Mark? I was doing that in a full-size Chevy Silverado. Not a car.
Wow.
I was in a full-size Chevy Silverado driving like that. Oh, extra cab, full-size bed. Yeah. Yes, it was my art delivery job. That's what I lost. I went to a place and gave a guy an attitude that I had no idea was a client of my boss. I thought they had something where their companies were working hand in hand. I didn't know because no one ever told me. He dressed like a bum every day. He always had like crappy looking jeans on that were too tight. He had a shirt on every day that did not cover his fat belly. He had some weird parted haircut in the middle that made him look like he was like a rejected child star from the 80s is the only thing I can come up with. He's always late. He's totally unprofessional. He never returns a phone call or a text message when I'm having to go work hand in hand with him on a job. So I gave him an attitude for the first time. I just said, dude, I tried to call you. He's like, oh, I was walking down the road. I didn't hear it. And I said, well, it would have been nice if you would have like called me back or something because I was driving around in circles in the dark in a construction zone with no help from this guy. And because I said that to him, I lost my job. Didn't even yell. Just a little loud. A little louder than what I just said it. A little bit of an attitude. And I got fired.
Justifiably frustrated.
Well, yeah, the guy sitting next to me wasn't helping me after I drove around in circles. Now, mind you, this is the guy I told him I can't work with anymore. This is the guy that's picking on me every day and telling me he's doing it, and he's laughing at me in my face, right? And then I'm driving around in circles through this construction zone in the middle of Houston, Texas, place I've never been before in my fucking life. I've only drove through Houston and stopped at the truck stops. I've never drove into, I know nothing about Houston, Texas. Even as a truck driver, nothing about it. So I'm driving around this circles in a 26-foot box truck on these tiny roads that are only made for cars. So I'm having to like jig the truck and come around here, and there's blinky lights from the construction zone. It's pitch black out, and it's just reflecting off the fucking, I can't see shit. And after the third time around, he said, oh, there was a driveway back there. I saw it when we first came in.
Jeez.
Thanks, buddy.
Because I said to him, hey, you want to like, I don't know, pull up the GPS and the address on your phone or something, or get out and look or do something to help me? Then he said that. And then I got mad. And I actually went back to the security guard and apologized because I had an attitude with the security guard because he sounded like he had an attitude with me, and I was done at that point. So I went back to the security guard and said, hey, where's this other guy you were working with? Oh, he's downstairs. Can you pass on a message for me? Absolutely. Will you make sure that you tell him for me? He said, I will absolutely tell him, sir. I said, tell him I'm sorry. My co-driver's a piece of crap, and the other guy wasn't answering the phone. I was very frustrated, and I just was being a dick. So can you just tell him I'm sorry I was being a dick? He said, I will absolutely tell him. I said, thank you, sir. So I appreciate your time, and I walked away. And I still lost my job. Even though I apologized. I fucking apologized to one of them. The one who I thought was important. The other one got me fired.
Jeez.
Anyways, enough about me. Yeah, well, I'm not the brightest cracker in the box. Notice I didn't say crayon. Okay, anyways.
Cracker on the barrel.
That's why I became an entrepreneur. I'd fire myself. See, but here's the problem. The only job I'm really good at that I could do and be around people the least and not go totally crazy and be good at what I'm doing is either driving a truck, which had me at 230 pounds and totally miserable, and no, never doing it again. And I'm not supposed to be doing it because I only have one kidney, and it's really hard on your body to get jolted around constantly in those fucking trucks on bumps. It's really not good for you. Or painting. Then I'd have to go in people's houses and talk to people. Those are my two skills. I got nothing. Can't even do a fucking delivery job. If she would have sent me out by myself every time, I'd still have that job.
You'd be just fine.
I'd be making a shit ton of money. Oh yeah, because I'd be fine. I just need to work by myself. I can't do it. At least in that job, she put us up in hotels every night. We were always usually done by like 5. There's a couple rare instances we worked till 7 or 8, but usually 5 or 6 p.m. we're parked at the fucking hotel. We're done. And we can go wander around, do whatever we want, as long as we don't move the truck. And so I could go for walks and do whatever I wanted, you know? So when you're in a tractor trailer and you're sitting in a truck stop in the middle of nowhere off the highway, there's nothing to do. You can only walk around the truck stop so many times before they think you're a thief.
Or somebody's going to call the cops on you or something. Like,
your stream is a box of crackers and I'm the crumbs. You're my favorite. You're one of my favorite crumbs, though, Mark. Like, really, you and T, Dick, you guys are just some of my favorite crumbs. Yeah, well, that's where I'm at, buddy. I'm done. I've always been like my mom raised me. My mom raised me to be polite and considerate and respectful to older people, or respectful to your boss, or respectful to customers, or you treat people good because that's how you want to be treated. Like, I got instilled in with all the good shit. And I do all that good shit. And I'm really sick of not seeing other people do good shit. I can't handle it anymore. I literally cannot take disrespect. The job I had previous to this one, I got fired from that one. That was my ex's fucking workplace, and she fired me. Well, had the other lady that she works with fire me because she's a pitiful bitch. But anyways, and I got mad because the fucking manager wasn't doing her job, and I'm doing her fucking work. And the other girl that works with the manager out front, and I moved myself to my own office, gave myself my own space to be away from them. She tells me I'm not doing anything all day. And I'm doing 2 people's worth of work. Plus filling out forms for Heather because I'm dating her and I'm trying to be sweet to her, right? And get things, make her life easy, right? Because that's who I am. I got fired. Oh, it's so much fun. But no, I know what the common denominator. Yeah, I did like it. I really did, Mark. It was easy. It was good pay. I mean, fuck, I was making good money there. Just made it to the point where, okay, I'm going to finish paying off my credit card and all this money. I'm going to start saving this money. That's right where I got to. Almost got my credit card paid off. And then I got fired. Anyways. I lucked out with a graveyard shift job at a hotel where my contact with humans is minimal. Pay is shit, though. I know. I've looked at that. My therapist actually suggests that. He said, go get an overnight job. You won't be around people. Go be like a security guard or something at night. I'm like, I could do that. I'm being a security guard before. It pays $15 an hour. That's less than I make on unemployment. Why would I take that job? I mean, I effectively make like $15 to $16 an hour right now on unemployment. Well, if they pay me. If they pay me. I believe that, buddy. I believe that. How you doing, Doc? Everybody gave me wrenches to keep him away. I believe it to you. He's literally like, if TU goes into it and he's not modded, I'm like, dude. And he's like, I don't know what to do. I'm not a mod. I've only seen him on like 1 or 2 channels he's not modded on. Okay. Forrest Gump impersonation. Life is like a box of crackers. Salty, crumbly, crumbs down your shirt. Some fucking how the crumbs end up in your ass crack, annoying the hell out of you. Yep, that's a box. That's life right there. Hey, I had insulation down in my ass crack one time. Let me tell you how much fun that wasn't.
Oh, good God.
Driving in a car with no AC in Florida in the summertime in 105 to 10 degree heat And while I'm driving down the road, things start itching everywhere, from my ass crack about an inch above it to everywhere in front of that. So I went running in the house and yelled at my roommates, "Get the fuck out of the bathroom now!" And I was just throwing clothes as I was running. I don't even fucking care. That shit was coming off of me. I was getting in the shower. Yes, it was hell on earth. See, that's what I'm saying, man. Like here, that is our minimum wage here is like $12.10, I think, because it's so expensive to live here. And that's not even good. It's not even enough. It should be 16. And then there's other people like him start out at like $10, $12 an hour and they end up at 15 after 4 years. It's bullshit, man. Right? Sometimes you just want to be a dick, don't you? Be a smart ass and nobody judges the channel for it. No doubt. Hell on earth. That's a fact. What do you think, Mage? I've been talking too much. Please, somebody else talk.
Rutabaga. All right.
Did you say rutabaga?
Rutabaga. I don't know. I couldn't think of anything, so it was just first thing that popped in my head.
I love that your first thing that comes to Mage's head is always vegetables. I love it. Mage's a vegetable dude.
I know the whole cost of living, all that constant inflation. I just don't see that sustainable. How do we have it set up where we're just constantly having to raise the price on everything?
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially rutabagas.
Yeah.
Man.
You
Yeah.
start raising price on rutabagas, goddamn. I'm moving to Canada. Fuck this shit. That's some good food right there. That'll keep you healthy over the winter. You make some stew with that shit. I've been trying to save up money to move the fuck out of this shithole. It has taken me 6 months to save $3,000. Oh, I couldn't even do that right now, buddy. That's fast. Like, you must be really scrimping. But Dick, you're my dick. You're allowed to say whatever you want. No one can say anything. Literally.
Literally dick.
Carrot juice is murder. Save a potato and eat cow instead. There you go. You know
Fair
what
enough.
pisses me off, Dick? All those fucking vegans, they're eating my food's food. That's what pisses me off. Be eating my food's food. What is it going to eat? How is it going to get all strong and meaty so I can tenderize it and fucking grill it? Hello, masked stranger. No, white man, you gonna die. That's it's a punchline to a Tonto Lone Ranger joke from back in the day. They're out in the field and they're bedded down for the night and they're all bundled up in their blankets and fire's going out, and all of a sudden Lone Ranger, a couple hours later, he screams. And Tonto runs over and is like, "What's wrong, man?" He's like, "Oh, man." Tonto's like, "What's wrong?" And he's like, "Well, a snake bit my dick. I don't know what to do." He said, "Go find out. Go talk to the doctor. Run into town. Go find out what to do." Tonto gets into town. Gets to the doctor. "Doctor, Lone Ranger, snake, bite dick." Doctor tells him what to do. He said, "There's only one way to take care of it, Tonto." And he's like, What I do?" He said, "You got to suck the venom out." He's like, "Thank you, doctor." Gets on his horse, rides back. Lone Ranger said, "What'd the doctor say?" "Doctors say you gonna die, white man." He's sucking your dick. Yeah,
Nice.
save the veggies for the meat eaters, right? Or the non-meat eating meat. The eater with the meat. That's what it should be. The eater that has the meat.
There it is.
What you do is you use the veggies on the meat.
Yes, Maya can be a dick sometimes, but it's like kind of hot still. So, it's all right. It's kind of hot still. You've never seen Maya be a dick? Oh, you've been hanging out in the wrong streams, bro. You get her going on something. You get somebody in the chat or in the panel that's talking some shit, and she knows they're wrong. Oh no, and they ain't listening. Oh, I'm well known for being me, so it all fits properly. Okay, yeah. You're going to die, white man. Yeah. One time, Lone Ranger and Tonto are going. They're trying to get over to the next state over, and there's this big, like, Grand Canyon sized canyons and shit, and they're trying to decide whether to go over the top, it take much longer, or to go down the center of it, and what time dark's going to be. And finally, they decide they have to go down the center, but they're never going to make it over the other side by the time dark hits, and they have to camp down. So they're going through the middle of it, and they get right about in the center of this like 1.5 mile long canyon. And all these figures come up and get feathers on their head, and they're riding horses. And Lone Ranger looks up and goes, "Oh, shit. Tonto, I think we might be fucked, buddy." He said, "What, we white men?"
My dad used to tell us that one all the time as a kid.
That was my
What do you mean,
favorite
we
one.
white
What, we
men?
white men? They're not going to kill me, you dumbass.
I love that one.
You know what I loved about Tonto? The best thing about Tonto Lone Ranger jokes, although they kind of insulted Tonto because people would talk like this and Indian stuff, like we thought they spoke.
Like, they actually
Because
speak
we didn't
like
know
that.
any better. But the best part, like, I could look past that because the fucking Lone Ranger always got the shitty end of the stick. And I thought it was hilarious because he abused the shit out of Tonto, and Tonto did everything for that fucker. So I love the fact that Tonto got revenge in the jokes. Oh, I know you did to you. You guys are funny. Oh my god. How did I get you guys all in the chat together? This is going to be hilarious. You guys are all ridiculous. Oh my god, it's been 2.5 hours. See, this is why I used to stream for 3 or 4 hours, Mage. It's hard to... You just lose track of time.
That's
Absolutely.
usually what happens when you're doing weed.
Yeah, weed and conversation, yeah. Just
Word.
kind of chilling here tonight.
Yeah, it's been fun though.
Dick is bad at lying. Well, that's something else. Something else me and my dick have in common. I'm horrible at lying. I'm just not good at it. That's why people don't like me. I mean, I know that's why. That's the truth. It's because I'm honest. They ask me something, I tell them the truth. Nobody really wants to hear the truth. That's what I found out in the last year. Nobody really wants the truth. DJ night. Explain. Do tell. Oh. Are we going to have a second shills? Is it going to be the singing shills?
Well, this would be interesting.
Or the shills kills?
Oh, I like that. That would be like a barbershop quartet kind of name.
Right. You're exactly right, Mark. It's exactly what it is. I haven't got to talk to you guys, like, just hang out and chill and chit chat with any of you guys for a long time. It's all been like a lot of other people, like Skits and Mage and I will be in the same chat, and there's a bunch of other people talking, and we're being quiet most of the time. And
yeah.
Except for me when it's my stream. Hey, I'm always respectful of whoever stream it is. That person's in charge,
Yeah.
And if they're talking to a certain person, I stay out of it, and wait until there's time for me to put in my 2 cents worth.
Yeah.
Oh, ProLib. Oh, I forgot all about him. I totally forgot about him. Why have I got no notice? Is he still streaming? Nice. Here we go. Shills You, where we do the shit we get in trouble for. Live soon. Nice. Nice. Thank you, Dick Dawson. Well, anyways, guys, it's almost midnight where I live.
It's almost 2
I know
a.m.
it's
here.
late. I know it's later where Mage. Yeah, I know. It skits is like 11 p.m. It's nothing.
Hey, shit.
Ain't shit. Yeah. Well, I have to get up early, and I have a therapist appointment in the morning, so I don't want to stay up too much later.
All right.
So time for me to take my pills to go to bed.
Yeah,
I don't want to kill
probably a good
anybody
idea.
pills. Yeah. That's what I call them because that's really what they are.
I
All
like
right.
it.
All you amazing people. I love you guys, and I'm glad we all got to hang out and do a little bullshitting and talking and yeah, Maya, what job? I don't have a job. I don't have to do that, but I do have to get up and go face my own flaws fucking a couple times a week. It sucks dick. Anyways, thanks guys for coming by. I love all of you guys. Take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. Have some peace in you.